Hey, gamers! Welcome back to another DSP video. We are going to be watching a couple vids here and there. We're going to be watching the gamer news. I always love me some gamer news. It shouldn't be that bad, but we'll see. Because there was something I wanted to kind of like talk about a little bit, so we're clearly gonna watch that. Then I kind of want to see the Rage Quit in Crimson Desert. Then we're gonna go back to the April Fool's Wings video because why not, right? Anyways, let's get going. We have a lot to do, and I don't want to waste time gabbing, goob. So let's just fucking get into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have breaking news.
Remember when I love that this fucker LARPs all the time. And I'm gonna do the podcast sort of gamer news. He gets gamer news, and we're still doing the morning show yet again. Like, it really is just a stupid show. This dude is so lazy, and he's done this before. I was watching an old, not super old Meerkat stream, but he was watching the podcast where he was talking about the new edited clips they did for Pragmata and whatever. And DSP is acting as if he's never done clips before. Like, guys, I'm trying clips. I'm doing like, dude, you've done this before. You've done a clips thing like last year, or was it no? Oh my god, it seemed like last year, but I think it was the year before last. It was 2024. Yeah. It was 2024. He did it then during the Kino arc. He's done clips before. He had other people do clips for him before. Even way back with the KO gaming days. Remember Cock? So he has done clips, edited clips. The Cock, I will say, was like the first time he's gotten clips done for free. But he has paid someone to do clips. But remember back when he was begging like a few weeks ago, guys, can you guys do bumpers for me? Blah blah blah. But he didn't want to pay anyone to do it, and yet now suddenly he's capable of finding someone to edit videos for him. Like, I think it's very, very funny to me that he seems to kind of not want to pay artists to do art for him. Like, it's like, you know, part of me doesn't want to necessarily like be like, oh my god, DSP, he hates artists and he this and that, but it's like he doesn't make it hard for me to kind of say that. Like, I don't kind of find it a stretch to say that DSP just doesn't respect art or artists or whatever, because like he's willing to pay someone to edit a video. Like, okay, sure, but he doesn't want to pay someone to make a banner for him or to make a intro for him. And sure, you could argue, well, a lot of that may be due to like trolls, blah blah blah, but couldn't they just do that with the edited videos that he's paying someone to do for him? Like, it just doesn't make sense in the grand scheme of things. Because someone could just sneak in, like, detractor shit in the edited video, or just edit a video and then just strike the channel later, right? Like, it doesn't make sense to me that he's willing to pay for an editor, but he's super duper staunchly against paying someone to make an intro for him. Like, that is like a bridge too far. Like, I don't quite get the logic there. But whatever. DSP never makes sense. You know, he acts as if he's never done the thing he did before. Like, he likes to LARP that he never plays Street Fighter V, when that is like not true at all. He has played it. Now, if he wants to play semantics and say, well, I played it like to cover it, but I didn't play it like competitively or seriously or whatever, fine, but why not just say that then, instead of saying like I never played it? Like, that's like me saying I never played Guilty Gear. Like, I have played Guilty Gear, like obviously, but but I haven't went to tournaments. I haven't done anything on that level, but I have played the games. It's not like I wouldn't consider myself. I never played it by just me not going to tournaments like that. That's kind of like stupid because that's like such a like that aspect of it is so small to the scope of playing a game. It's dumb. But anyways, that's the kind of shit that like pisses me off. He has the semantics brain on dumb shit. It's really stupid, but whatever. Let's just get going with this.
That just happened this morning,
But
and it's
because
exciting.
look how pointless it is to differentiate between the Level 1 podcast and the morning show. And even the idea of like, oh, I am building up attendance or whatever. Like the pre-stream, which all these were, by the way, are usually things that streamers or people do when they're like, okay, I'm gonna start the stream, play music, I'm gonna share the link, I'm gonna wait a while to build an audience, then I'll start the stream. DSP does that with the beginning where it's literally nothing, and then he starts the talking show. Then says I'm building up attendance, but then says no, it's actually a show. If you say, "Can we start the game?" No, it's a show, stupid. But it's also not like it's so pointless and it's incredibly insulting when the morning show, like the conception was it was gonna run for 30 minutes. The second it started getting recorded and had an official name, guess what happened to the morning show? It started running for an hour. Like, that is insane. That is insane. Like, the moment he wants to record the show, the runtime jumps a whole other 30 minutes to the runtime. When he wasn't recording it, it was quicker. And that's somewhat true even on the late stream sometimes. It is insane. Insane that this dude LARPs that all these shows are like meaningful, whatever the fuck, when they're all just like even the origin of the names and why they exist are honestly just to do half-baked responses to criticisms. Well, you can't criticize my pre-stream. It's a podcast now. Fuck off. Like, that attitude is so annoying. It's so annoying. It's like, oh, damn, Theo, I hate that you're wearing a hat that's green. Well, now it's blue. Like, whatever. It's, like, stupid. It's, like, such petty shit. And this is exact shit he would shit on Rich, LTG, Wings for doing the same kind of nonsense. Nonsense. You're not really addressing the criticisms that you do this. Bitch, look at your fucking dumbass setup.
And it's news that completely and directly affects us, and it's stuff that we've been talking about recently. All right, so recently I've been saying Xbox need to make a positive change. That all the things that were going on with Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond and the decisions they were making, the This is an Xbox campaign, the raising of the prices of both the Xbox consoles and Xbox Game Pass.
Again, he still doesn't believe that the cost of manufacturing has gone up because of tariffs, because of the shortage on RAM and other parts. Like, this has affected other things too, not just game companies. Like, but whatever, whatever. Like, there's all this stuff going on with the world that is just increasing the prices. Like, you can't really sit there and say, oh, they're raising the price for the lulz at this point. Like, it's bad that they're raising the prices. Like, it's not necessarily say, well, that's how it is, eat it. But it's like not they're not raising it because they want to laugh. They're raising it because of like what is going on with these things. I mean, you could argue technically these companies can take the hit and like not raise the prices, but I mean, no company's gonna want to do that. So naturally the prices are gonna go up anyway. Like, it's just bullshit. But the environment that we're in right now is what's leading to these changes. And DSP is the only person that doesn't seem to be like aware of it, and when someone brings it up to him, he always says, that's bullshit. They don't have to do that or whatever. It's like, why does DSP, like, it's funny when he says that, because these games he's playing is like $60-$70, but he bitches even when a game is $30. He will cry about when a stream doesn't hit $150, like, or just the not goal. Like, he got like over $100 for like the Dragon Quest stream, I think, the Pokemon stream, and he will sit there and say this was a terrible day. Bitch, these like the Pokemon game costed $20. You've made the money back and then some on multiple streams. And he'll look into the camera and he'll try to backpedal a little bit by saying, "Well, it's not the end of the world," but you're still complaining that you're not getting the money amount you want, that you're not telling us you want, basically. Like, you got over $100 and you're saying that you want the other stream to make up for it or whatever, and it's like, you're doing the same kind of mentality that these companies are doing with these consoles. Like, I can't take the hit. Like, it costs this much. Sure, I have net worth that covers this, but I can't lose the investment on this or whatever the fuck. Like, it's just, he has the same mentality. And he always wants the game developers to be more, like, in line with, like, this, that. When I'd even argue, like, the thing is, with these game companies, they have investors that they have to like, please. They have employees to pay. Like, there's a lot of, like, cogs in the wheel with game companies, and a lot of things that you can criticize and look at. So them increasing the price can be like, read this or that, whatever. Like, there's a lot of things that are there at work. DSP, you're looking at him. He's a single guy. I mean, well, he's married, but he doesn't have a team of people that he's paying a meaningful wage. He's streaming on his own. Like, how much money does this fucker need? Like him complaining about other companies, meanwhile him, like, not being happy with getting $100 for multiple streams is like, kind of like a little silly. It's a little silly. But whatever, okay.
That all of these choices were insanely bad for the company, and they had no idea what they were doing. They weren't listening to the feedback of the consumer, and they were going to drive Xbox into financial ruin unless they started listening. Then they got fired, which was unexpected. Now, you might say, well, they didn't get fired. No, they did. Only they didn't call it a firing. It was an unceremonious, get the hell out, don't let the...
I think Phil Spencer retired or whatever. Like, I mean, did Phil Spencer even say the word retire? I don't even care. Like, it's either retirement or resigned. This happens anyway. Like, these happen in companies, like, probably more than you think. Like, maybe not every day, but, like, after every so years, they kind of, like, move on. I mean, yeah, maybe you could argue that two people leaving at the same time is kind of unheard of, and whatever. But who cares? Like, but whatever. But remember, guys, he doesn't like celebrating people's downfalls.
Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out kind of a deal, only they presented it as a positive to the public because they don't want to have bad PR. In truth...
Okay, like, honestly, I don't quite get, like, this dude thinks that every company should operate like Trump, where they're like, yeah, you're fired! Guys, we fired these fuckers! Point and laugh at them! Like, how unhinged would a company have to be if companies just did that more often? Like, I just think that'd be kind of, like, awful. Like, you already have companies that are kind of, like, just kind of trying to dress up laying off entire departments in lieu of, like, replacing them with AI and saying, "Oh, we believe AI is the future, and we're gonna we stand by art," and then they're like, they fire an entire department of artists. Like, okay, fucker, shut up. Like, does he expect, like, companies to sit there and be like, "Yeah, man, we fired these guys, suck our dick"? Like, No, and nobody would want to work with that company. Like who would want to like? Yeah, oh man, I gotta apply to this company that just laughed and enjoyed firing these other people. I want to work for them. Like, come on. And it's like, what are we doing, right? And he's like, yeah, they want to dress up as like, what do you want them to do? And secondly, you think like first off, you think DSP is gonna sit like, oh my god, this is a classic lose-lose situation because let's say a company did that, right? And like Phil Spencer says, I can't believe these people like fired me and then they like mocked me or whatever. He'd be like, yeah, fuck you. I can't believe they're doing this shit. It's like, okay, fuck off, man. I don't know where I was going with that. It was either like uh, whatever. It's still bullshit what he's saying about this, honestly.
The two top people at any company don't immediately leave at the same time with no true transitional plan being laid out ahead of time unless something really bad was going on. And I think we know what it is. The company was bleeding money. They had made so many bad decisions.
But
that
isn't
all
Microsoft
that-
isn't Microsoft as a whole losing money? Like I don't I like the gaming division or whatever is not doing well, but I think it's doing bad. Probably get this, guys. They just didn't have any games. Like all they had was Halo, Gears, and buying companies to then just shut them down to make up for spending the money to buy the companies. Like it's all nonsense, honestly. But whatever.
good faith and all of that fan base that Xbox had was fading away at a rapid pace. I think the nail in the coffin was back in the fall when it was announced that the price of Xbox Game Pass was going to dramatically increase, which it did. If you remember, they increased the price by something like almost a third. With Game Pass Ultimate, I think had been around $20, maybe $22, and then they raised it to $30 with absolutely no added value.
DSP is now remembering the time when Game Pass like used to be like $15 or some shit. Like it used to be way cheaper. And he thinks that the cheapest was $22. I'm pretty sure it was cheaper than that at one point, but whatever.
They pushed it like, oh, cloud gaming and shit, and everyone's like, that's
no, they pushed it because it's like, well, first off, they wanted people to use the cloud gaming service because it was going to expand their market. Secondly, they also like try to push us, guys, you'll get like Activision stuff, like stuff that people just don't really care about, like maybe like certain people would care about, whatever. It also included DLC, I think, to some degree or whatever. Like, okay.
That's not new. That's not a new feature. You're so full of crap. You can't really spin that and claim like that's something that's worth more value. You're basically overbloating with garbage nonsense that no one cares about, and you're charging more, and no one benefits from it. So what happened was their Game Pass subscription numbers plummeted. But it's fun.
I think the reason why it plummeted, get this, I just think it's the price. Like, you could have an amazing streaming service. The second you, like, increase it over $20, it's over. It's just over. Like, even Adobe's kind of feeling this. I wanna think because I've not seen a lot of people use it anymore. Like I mean, obviously it is still being used on a professional sense. It's like it's not zero people, but there has been a huge push ever since they were like upping the price that people are trying to find better alternatives, which have come out as like Clip Studio Paint, Procreate, like all these other applications that have come out and have been more like feasible financially, have kind of like surpassed Adobe in some ways. And whatever, but that just happens, especially with like these kind of services that are not necessary. Like, you don't need Game Pass like at all. I've always said, like, the only thing I will praise Game Pass for is that at least you can like rent a game and you can still buy it. Like, you can at least buy the game. Even if they remove it from the service, you can at least still buy. They give you a discount too on top of that, which is like kind of nice because if you like the game, you can buy it and you can own it. Like, I kind of think that Microsoft should have doubled down at the conception of Game Pass as it being a rental service. I think if they sold it more as a rental service, it may it may have had a different outlook, I think, because I feel like a lot of people like DSP kind of like saw it as I own the game and it's gonna be on Game Pass forever. Because then you see when they remove games, people are like, "What the fuck?" If they just announced it as a rental service and they sold it as that more directly, I think it would have been a different situation. It wouldn't change the attitude about the price hikes though, because everyone's tired of these. I mean, look at these price hikes that all these services are going for, which I've said like in the past when you see these mergers, like you're not going to necessarily see the end of price hikes. Like if someone buys Netflix, you think that the price of Netflix is going to go down? Fuck no.
It's funny because they don't report that. Xbox doesn't publicly report that stuff because they don't want to look bad, okay? But their Xbox subscription numbers, their Game Pass subscription numbers plummeted when they actually made this pricing change.
Well, why would Microsoft report that? I mean, but how would anyone know it's been plummeting? Like people have I think there has been some reports of it. I guess I don't know who fucking knows, right? Whatever.
Okay, so then just 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago, it was February, right? Both Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond got basically kicked out of Xbox, and a new CEO, Asha Sharma, was put in charge. Now, at the time, it was highly criticized, this decision, because Asha Sharma doesn't have history with games at all. She's in AI. She knows about automation and artificial intelligence and its applications. Why is she being put in front of this company? Why is she in charge of Xbox now, right?
Right.
And we all speculated, hey, maybe she's going to be the one to phase it out. Who knows, right?
Phase it out? Well, I mean, she did say a lot of things that were kind of, like, odd. I mean, but we'll get to it. He's gonna get to my point.
She started immediately doing, like, posts on social media, responding to fans, saying things publicly that everyone already knew, but she was starting to echo this kind of feeling. For example, one of the first things she said was that this is an Xbox campaign, meaning, you're
oh my god, you don't need to explain
directly contradictory to
what that is.
The whole idea of Xbox. That Xbox is supposed to be a trusted brand, and how can it be a trusted brand if you're saying everything already is an Xbox, right?
Right.
So, one of the things is that they closed down and phased out that ad campaign. But the one big thing that we were really saying is they have to backtrack on some of the bad changes that they had made to get faith back. You know, you had
what about games?
Xbox Elite Force, the Xbots that you...
Okay, we're skipping this. He's explaining
the consoles
fans
are good, but don't have any good exclusives. So why do I need it? I can just have a gaming PC and I can play all the games that I would have played on my Xbox and more. So why do I want an Xbox, right? And the one thing that really was the selling point of the Xbox was Game Pass. That if you had this monthly Game Pass subscription, you were getting access to a huge variety and library.
You know, okay, this is what Asha Sharma, Warma, whatever the fuck should do. Okay, here's a thought. If she wants to bring faith back to Xbox, she should remove the PC integration with Game Pass. It should only be accessible on Xbox consoles. Only Xbox consoles. And removed from PC. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Get rid of the PC, because why buy an X? I love that he thinks that the Xbox exclusives are gonna work when you can get access to Game Pass on PC. Same with Xbox exclusives, regardless of whatever the fuck. And it's I don't think this is gonna fix the problem here, but whatever.
Of games, plus new releases that were coming out every single month that you didn't have to pay additionally for if you had the ongoing plans, right? So that was the value proposition for the consumer and the gamer. If you have an Xbox console and you have Game Pass, you don't have to keep buying games. Just keep the Game Pass subscription, and every month we're going to deliver new games plus an awesome, huge library of throwback games for this one low price every month. But then they kept jacking up the price. You know,
like everyone else.
They'd be like, oh, we're adding Call of Duty to the mix, but now we're increasing the price. We're adding, the EA plus Ubisoft.
But, he's kind of making an argument right now that they're adding quality to Game Pass because they're giving you more games in the catalog in one subscription service. Like, uh, you could argue either way with this because this is what's kind of happening with streaming services now. That streaming services are becoming the new cable. Basically, we're getting all these bundles now, and you buy Hulu, you get bundled with Disney Plus. Oh, you can get bundled with like Paramount, whatever the fuck. And it's like, yeah, this is like bullshit. I just want one service with everything, whatever. I would just kind of argue I'd much rather just have routes to just buy the shows. Like, I don't care about like you could have 1,000 streaming services. Just let me be able to buy the show regardless. Like, that's all I want. Like, that's why I don't give a fuck about Game Pass like increasing prices or whatever. Like, I ended my subscription like last year, I think, because it's like I could just buy the game. I'll just buy games I want to buy. I don't need to do this service anymore. And that's what I just did. And I'm happy doing that more than like being a subscription service for video games, right? And I have a backlog anyway. I don't want like more of this, but this is making an argument that's like, yeah, Game Pass like added like EA and Ubisoft libraries to Game Pass. Like, that's something, and technically that's probably more games than what Xbox is pumping out. Because what's Xbox gonna have if they remove Ubisoft and EA? Halo, Gears, and a bunch of IPs that nobody did anything with, like Sunset Overdrive.
Soft Plus Fortnite nonsense deals that pretty much no one cares about and no one really utilizes, but now we're increasing the price again. Well, do we ask you for any of that? So why do you keep increasing the price? Just stop, right? Just stop, because you're making
They want to make more money.
And you can say $10 a month, that's pretty affordable. $15 a month, that's still pretty reasonable. $20.
This is funny coming from the guy that had a stream. He considered $50 a stream a success. And then his own goal went up to 150, and now it's a mystery number. It almost is whatever he feels like, but it's something. If it's something over 100, if it's less than 100, then it's terrible, and no, we have to reevaluate life. But if it's over 100, then it becomes how much is just enough. Why do we have to get over $100? Aren't you happy with $100 on Pokemon? Like, it's so silly. Actually, I have a raw fill page open. $64 for Dragon Quest. That's not good enough for Phil. Oh, I know the other streams you get whatever, but I know for a fact like Pokemon was like 120 or something, and he still said this isn't as good, and like Pragmata made over 100 but not 150, and he wanted Pokemon to make up for it. Like, you're not happy with making this on your own streams. It's almost like you always want to get more money. And he says something along the lines of like, once you get popular, then that's when you want to like up the price and make more money or some shit like that. And that's how he viewed it, because like it doesn't make sense to me that he when he was desperate for money the most, before the Kino arc and after the bankruptcy or whatever, he was settling for $50. But when he's comfortable and living in laps of luxury, he wants more money. Like, it kind of doesn't make sense. Right? Correct?
$20 a month.
And again, he is complaining about these companies asking for more money because they are making enough money. Like, sure, that is true. Like, Netflix, HBO, whatever, they all don't need to up their price for their subscription services. Like, they don't. Neither does Xbox, neither does PlayStation, whatever. Like, that is true. But DSP also didn't need to ask for $150 from his audience during the King streak, during the Kino arc. He didn't need to ask for that. He didn't need the golds anymore. And yet, and he tells us he's making so much money and he's loving life and he's jumping up and down and he loves his toys he's being able to buy now, whatever the fuck. Why does he need more money? Why does he bellyache when he doesn't get over $100? Like, why is $64 on Crimson Desert so bad? You're telling me that, like, if the Pragmatic stream got like 100 and Crimson Desert gets $64, is he gonna be on his way to bankruptcy? Like, it just like, you could apply the same logic to him, and it's just like, yeah, like, why are you asking for more money if you're so happy? Like again, you're not seeing Xbox coming out on like TV saying, guys, we're amazing, we're doing so good, we love life, we're making so much money right now. Bill Gates was able to buy another island. It's like they're not doing that. And yeah, you go to DSP. Yeah, guys, I'm loving life. I'm able to eat out. I can spend money. I don't have to worry about anything. Oh my god, guys. Crimson Desert did $64. What the fuck am I gonna do? Like, what?
That's a harder ask. But if you're still providing basically unlimited gaming to us every month, online play, new releases, a retro library, all right, $20 a month is reasonable. It's not as good of the deal as $10 was, but it's reasonable. But then when you increase it to $30 a month, in just a few years, just think about that. In just a few years, they doubled the price of Xbox Game Pass. But what did they add? Call of Duty, right? That's it. So there's no value proposition to the customer to increase the price.
It's so funny he's saying this when he literally, back when like Microsoft was like buying Activision and all this dude was like talking about it like nonstop, like, oh my god, guys, they're buying Activision, this is gonna be big, they're gonna put Call of Duty on Game Pass, people are gonna be subscribing to Game Pass, oh my god. Like, the only time he ever criticized that decision was honestly just to like double down on like the Battle Pass system, because that's where it was gonna lead to. And whatever, you could say he's right about that, but that's like a very like level 1 take. It's a level 1 thing to say about when he was still excited about Game Pass. I'm sure you could go back when they announced Call of Duty. Well, it's on Game Pass, I'm gonna check it out. I'm paying the subscription service, yippity dippity. Whatever the fuck. He was like hyping up the fuck out of having Game Pass for Call of Duty for years. 4 years. And now this guy is like, oh yeah, man, they're adding this. This is nothing. Dude, it's a yearly release that you can make money on for paying $30. Again, like, Call of Duty asks for like $70 to $80 to buy. And this dude is like, paying $30 for Game Pass is too much for Call of Duty. Like, even that idea is like kind of laughable, but I mean, no real gamer is that desperate for Call of Duty.
The price, you're going to piss people off. So
it didn't piss Phil off. He's still a sub. He'll go with the price hikes.
You ready for this?
You ready for this?
At 9 a.m., Asha Sharma made a groundbreaking announcement because she listened directly to what I said.
Okay, hilarious.
Wait a minute. Why?
Shouts out Millennium. Shouts out, the goat's there. There's the goat. There she is. Millennium hate will always be trashed. Millennium is the goat. Leave her alone.
Is it Asha Shar? I thought her name was Asha Sharma.
Oh
well, it is, but apparently that's like a common name, and someone else already has that official X account and every variation of it. So it's funny, if you search for Asha Sharma, you get like some random woman in it.
Okay, I'm not gonna look it up.
Who's like an old woman, like a grandmother.
We don't need to debunk this dumb
typing on
joke.
X.
Because I'm sure this is just him joking. Oh yeah, it's a old lady. Oh
official
my god.
X account and every variation of it. So it's funny, if you search for Asha Sharma, you get like some random woman in India who's like an old woman, like a grandmother.
Of course. I wonder why he says she's from India.
Typing on X.
It has to be an old woman, too.
So
it can't be a dude.
Asha Sharma's Twitter account, or /X account, all right? Game Pass Ultimate has become too expensive for too many players. Starting today, we're dropping the price from $29.99 to $22.99 a month.
Wow, what a huge
Future
drop
Call
off,
of Duty
guys.
titles will no
Whoa!
longer join Game Pass Ultimate on day one. They will join this tier the following holiday after launch, about a year later.
That's kind of
Current
stupid.
Call of Duty titles will remain available to Ultimate subscribers. We'll keep learning and evolving Game Pass to better match what matters to players. So, to clarify that, all right,
Yeah, I'm glad DSP is clarifying that. I didn't know what the following holiday meant. Do they mean like December, November? I don't know. And after like, and she says it pretty about a year later. What does that mean? What does a year later mean? Phil, can you explain this to me? I drank too much bleach. You explain it to me like I'm fucking brain dead.
a $7 price drop, but you don't get Call of Duty. If you want Call of Duty, you have to buy it again, which is $70 plus they expect you to be getting all those microtransactions just like you used to.
But you know what's kind of funny? Didn't they also like I feel like they doubled down on the microtransactions when it was part of Game Pass and like completely. Because before I don't think they had that, but I mean I think they were gonna add it eventually. I mean it's free money. It's Call of Duty.
Okay. If you do the math, all right, I want you to just quickly
do the math. Do the math,
if
guys.
If it was $30 a month, now it's $23, so it's a $7 savings a month. If you do the math, okay, that means about $84 a year saved, right? Well, Call of Duty is $70 plus tax, roughly after tax, just under 80. So basically, it's a break even.
What?
It's not really a savings. It's a break even. If you're someone who's going to buy Call of Duty, basically you're saving no money. However, if you're someone who doesn't care about...
Of course you're saving no money. You're buying the game again. When it was on Game Pass, you're just paying a subscription service. I mean, it doesn't matter at the end of the day because fucking gaming is expensive, basically. Like, you're paying a lot more money for fucking video games at this point. Like, come on. And, like, the Game Pass thing, like, it's more like you're paying this, like, monthly. So you're paying more in the long run, but you're getting, like, yearly games, but I think you're still bleeding money. Because at least with Call of Duty, you can buy one game, own it, and then, like, hey, I can't afford the next one, I'm just gonna keep this one. Because it's not like when the new one comes out, there's, like, 0 people to play. I mean, I'm sure I could hop into, like, Call of Duty Cold War, the one that came with the launch of PS5. I'm sure there are still people who play that, but whatever, okay.
About Call of Duty, you're now saving $84 a year. And to be honest, I think that is what they need to focus on. Because when they added Call of Duty into Game Pass and then immediately kind of said, well, now we got to raise the price, they were almost counting on the fact that everyone who uses Game Pass plays Call of Duty. That wasn't...
No, like, first off, they were probably expecting to get people who play Call of Duty to buy Game Pass. That's like one. Secondly, it was also... I think it was very clear they also added that to kind of prove to the FTC, whatever, that, yeah, we're buying Activision and we're going to give best deals by giving it out to Game Pass and this and to show that they're utilizing what they're wanting to buy, basically. So there's that too. But I also think that they want to like kind of show even existing subscribers, hey, we're adding more stuff to the library that you're gonna enjoy or wanna try. But whatever, okay.
Wasn't the case. Game Pass Ultimate was a way for the common gamer who literally is on a budget and doesn't have a lot of money.
Again, I love he's saying, like, this dude has such an annoying mindset because he talks about indie games the same way. It's for people who are poor. I mean, he didn't say that, obviously. For people on a budget to save money. And people who can afford things. No, these are for people who just want access to a lot of games within affordable price, which is like the same like proposition that you get from like streaming services. Guys, you want the full library of Disney? Disney Plus. Guys, you want Warner Brothers? HBO, whatever. Like that's how they always sell these streaming services. And that's what Game Pass is. It's not like, "Hey guys, you can't afford games? Game Pass." Like that's not like it. I mean, it is like how a lot of people who may not be able to afford like to buy like 10 games in a month or whatever may view it as, but when you look at how a streaming service works and subscriptions work, in the long run it is more money than like just outright buying a game. Because at the same time a game will always go down in price. The game console may not, but the game might.
money
Unless
to
you're
get a
Nintendo.
big variety of games every month without opening their wallet constantly for each individual release. Why they thought that adding Call of Duty to Game Pass was going to add this amount of value that then they could raise the price by so much, it's baffling. And essentially, that's what proves that Phil Spencer was a terrible leader. He thought that every person on Earth...
How did he know that, like, this is what's like annoying. Like this is the same kind of shit a lot of people do when they know a name of a guy. They may blame the wrong guy for the thing that's going on in the company. Like how does he know Phil Spencer was like, "Guys, let's raise the price"? Like Ashley Sharma is saying that they're lowering the price may be a business decision that they made all together. And for all we know, Phil Spencer may have wanted that. And he left, and then when he left, she just happened to sit with this idea. I mean, it's a whatever, you know. You'll never truly know. You'll never truly know, but it could happen.
Earth wants Call of Duty. That's not the case. You know, at one point, maybe that was the case. Call of Duty is not as big as it used to be. That's just the truth.
How is it not big as it used to be, though? Like, it's not as big in the scope of like people who play a lot of games and all this stuff, but it's still like a huge seller that gets a lot of normies to play the game. Like he's saying this in the scope of like the niche hardcore whatever the fuck you want to call people who play games more than like the casual, right? But like Call of Duty is still a big property. Like you can't really sit there and say it's a nothing entity.
It's got competition. Other games have come to the forefront and outshined and outshadowed it. Does it still...
This dude has not played any other FPS except for Battlefield. There are so many other competitive shooters that this dude has not played at all. And he's like, yeah, there's other games. Like he didn't even play Marathon. He got scared of Marathon and didn't even play it. It is so funny that like DSP was like, yeah, he wanted to join the Marathon hate bandwagon so bad, and the Marathon hate bandwagon really kind of like went nowhere because the game did better than like what people were expecting. They were like, yeah, Concord 2 just hit the timeline, guys. Marathon's gonna explode and fail. Bye bye, Bungie. And then the game came out and it's actually like doing good for what it is. Like you could argue that it's not like as big as like you'd expect from a Bungie game, but it's not Concord 2. Like it's not. It's actually doing well for itself to the point where it like got placed fourth in a sales chart. Like that's how good it's doing. And DSP didn't even play it, acknowledge it, and he was like, yeah, man, it's he was like checking Twitter. Like there were like these small little snippets of segments of these like, yeah, let's see the play count of Marathon. Remember when you used to like look at the player chart of Marathon and it wasn't like a crazy nosedive that he wanted? Because I know for a fact he was waiting for it to go down to like, I'm going to say an exaggerated number, like 200 player count. He was, so he could do like, guys, look at this, 200 players. Yikes! That's bad! Bungie used to be at the top with Halo, and now dude, they're not what they used to be, man. He really wanted that segment. He wanted that so bad. He was thirsty. He was licking his lips for it, and it never happened. And it was a nothing segment.
Still make big numbers in sales, yes, but that doesn't mean that it's the biggest game in gaming and that everyone plays it. Particularly these last
By the
couple
way,
of years.
guys, praise Phil. He finally learned how to zoom in a little bit. Because like this is how it looks. I don't know. I have something else installed on all my browsers so I could retain the Twitter design and get rid of the trending. So I don't know if this is what it looks like now. But I assume this is zoomed in.
When Call of Duty outings and new iterations have been very bad. They've been very copy-paste, very low effort. You know, these games have not been innovative or anything. So why do you think that you're going to bring new players in and get new subscription numbers in droves just because you added Call of Duty to it? They didn't. In fact, it's been proven they lost the number of paid subscribers they had since they added Call of Duty, and then when they raised the price, it dramatically went downhill. Okay? So there's two schools of thought.
So they didn't raise the price for Call of Duty.
But what I like to do is just briefly show you some of the responses directly to this post. So, for example, I think this is an incredibly good post. Remove Fortnite crew and reduce this even further.
He loves this because he hates Fortnite, so free validation of his Fortnite hate. I don't know what Fortnite crew is. I don't care. Whatever. But yeah, okay, let's see what he says.
This part of Xbox Ultimate is literally bloat. This person is 100% correct. When you are subscribing to Game Pass Ultimate, you're not doing it to get a few freebies in Fortnite every month. You're not doing it to get access to some Ubisoft classics, nor are you doing it to get access.
Okay, this guy, I don't think even mentioned Ubisoft or EA Play. And I want to, and I'm just going to argue this for a minute, right? DSP is currently arguing for Microsoft to remove things from a subscription service. Like, look at when they added Ubisoft and EA Play and look at the price and just ask yourself, like, the price that they're reducing it to, like $22, was... it was $22 at one point. Did they have Ubisoft and EA Play during that period? Probably. And it's like, if you want to remove that to lower the price even more, like, okay, so you don't want to add Ubisoft or EA games. You know, these games that still come out and these are AAA games that you can try and not pay for, right? Or whatever the fuck. So he wants them to remove that. You think DSP would... Let's say that this post didn't exist and Microsoft was like, yeah, we're going to remove Ubisoft Classics and EA Play. You can no longer buy play Ubisoft games or EA games on Game Pass. I guarantee you DSP would bitch about it. Oh my god, guys! They're removing games! They're removing selections! So you're paying a subscription service and now you're getting less! Like, yeah, that's kind of what he's saying.
Access to an EA Play catalog. You're doing it because you want new games and you want Xbox games and all the games that...
Yeah, but you don't... But EA's new games as well. Like, he's hung up on the Ubisoft Classics, and I don't know what that means in the scope of, does that include, like... Because it has Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Far Cry 6, like... How far back is Ubisoft Classics? EA Play, it has a lot of their modern games. Okay.
Games that are under the Xbox umbrella. It's nice that you have some of these extra things in there, but that's not a selling point.
It's not a selling point to have extra things? What? Dude, he would complain. He complains that a lot of the food places he orders from didn't have extra things. Like, he bitched about Subway or whatever. Oh, when you used to get a tuna salad sandwich, they would, like, plop so much tuna, it'd be a crazy amount. And now it's, like, nothing. What if all that tuna was the extra? Now he's like, get rid of the extra stuff. Like, No, keep it. Fuck it. Keep it. Keep it in.
To be honest, my wife had Game Pass Ultimate for a very long time, and she was interested in maybe playing some retro Assassin's Creed games. They kept moving them in and out of this feature and removing them. So imagine you're playing a lengthy
Yeah,
game.
because you're not. Oh my god, dude, he's so stupid, and he has said this so many times. When you do this, when you buy a game, you don't own it. That's doubly true for subscription services. As I said in the same video, I don't care about this, and as long as you can buy the game, like that's my issue with like shows and movies when they're on a platform. If you can't buy them, like fuck off. Like they should not be allowed to be removed. Like if you can buy them, sure, remove them, whatever, but if I can't buy them, fuck off. Like you could still buy Assassin's Creed Valhalla. You could still buy that game. So I don't give a fuck if they remove it from a from the Game Pass, because I can buy the game and have it on my byte for less. Way better than like, yeah, you can't buy Assassin's Creed Valhalla and you can't play it on Game Pass. It's like, what am I supposed to do? Like, these streaming services, especially with movies and TV shows, they kind of, in a way, validate piracy. Like, they kind of make you want to pirate. Game Pass is actually a decent, like, alternative because it's not removing the ability to play the game. It has other issues and other things that would lead to a bad future for games. But the concept of like, hey, you can have the game there, you could play on Game Pass, and then you could buy it if you like it. Like that's like a better like alternative. Like it's the same thing I feel about music. Like, hey, you can have like a music streaming service, but you can still buy the music that's there, right? Like that's just how I view this shit. And look at him now. Look at him now.
Game like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, as pictured here, and then they just decide we're removing it from Ubisoft Plus Classic, so you can't play it on Game Pass anymore. But I'm in the middle of playing it.
Then buy it.
It's almost like a Netflix deal where sometimes there's a movie or show on there, then it gets removed, then it gets re-added, then it gets removed again. And that's what actually happens with these kind of added bullshit programs. So they don't matter. No one...
Dude, this even happens with the program that they own. Like, dude, Netflix removes shows that they fucking own. Oh man, I want to say it's Voltron, but they removed a show that they own, and I was like, why would you remove a show you own? You own the show. Like, whatever.
No one is going to pay extra money to have these, so why even have them in there? I completely agree with this person. Remove all of this blow, get it the fuck out of there, make it so that the only real focus of Game Pass is the Xbox stuff, the indies that are there day one, and new games that are coming out. Of course, still tie in the online play, and reduce this from $22.99 a month to $14.99 a month. They could do it right now. No kidding. They could cut this garbage out that no one cares about and charge you $14.99 a month for Game Pass Ultimate.
But it seemed that Kat did care because she became a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber because it had Ubisoft games. Like, wouldn't the argument be more in line with like they should just not remove games? Because like whatever. Because even if they did that, they would still remove games. Like, he's not like acknowledging that they remove games. They remove indie games just as much as they remove any other game. They're not removing games because they have these other things. If anything, they remove it more so when there's another like competing service. Like EA Play is a competing service with Game Pass. So if they remove EA Play, EA will just not give Xbox their games. So you're going to have to pay for Game Pass, then EA Play, and this and that. Like, this becomes just an added bonus, like a plug-in service, basically. Because there is a cheaper Game Pass subscription. Like, are we just not acknowledging that? It's just ignoring the reality of like of the situation and why Game Pass is like kind of a net negative as a whole. And he's like, oh, just leave the indies there and this that when we still don't even know. It's not even clear. do the indies get any financial benefit from being on Game Pass? Like, we don't even know that. Like, is Super Giant Games getting a benefit from having Hades and Hades 2 on Game Pass? Like, it's kind of in an awkward position where it's like, yeah, if they remove it, it's like, yeah, they're removing a player base from it, like, you know, and nobody wants that, but it's like, you know, these are companies that, like, need to get support from actual players. Like, it's unclear how Microsoft handles that financially, or and if it's even fair, right? But whatever.
And they will double their subscriber base. But they have to go
Like,
further.
look
They
how
have to
much look how much he's gargling subscription services. He's like, yeah, they gotta remove more stuff. Like, okay, but then people are gonna say, why am I paying this? Like, you're paying $22 and they're gonna remove services, and then they're gonna reduce it even more. But then, like, why would they pay for a bare bones service? Like, okay.
listen to the feedback and do what the consumers want. This is what Game Pass's success was based off of. Super value for a reasonable price for those who don't have a lot of money to have gaming every month for a reasonable subscription base. Not adding Fortnite fucking crew. Who even knows what the fuck that is and cares? I don't give a shit. I've never played Fortnite for the last 7 years. I don't care about it now.
Fortnite?
I don't care about this or
Like,
give me.
look how much he's like he's not even being empathetic to other people that this may affect. Like, they remove this. Like, what about the people who use that, right? I mean, you may argue it's not like who cares, but whatever. I mean,
me a core element of good content and I will subscribe and reduce the goddamn price because, you know, we need to have good value.
he wants good value, good content, and all this other stuff. But I don't think removing entire libraries is gonna really do that, and people are probably not gonna like it because again, EA Play offers more than just old games. They offer new EA games. He used EA Play. He used it part of Game Pass. And now he's like, oh, well, like, Microsoft could have just kept it at $22 and kept, like, Call of Duty was there before the price jumped to $30. Like, they had Call of Duty part of the subscription before that. But whatever, okay.
So the good news is they are listening. Maybe Asha Sharma dragged their feet a little bit, all right? Because
this is dumb. Dragged her
took
feet.
a while to start making a real change.
Yeah, how fast do you think people are gonna do changes? Guys, Tim Cook just resigned or retired or whatever, and this new guy is now in charge. Where's the iPhone 18? Where is the AirPods Max 3? Where is the HomePod Max 10? Where is that? There, guys, there's a rumor that they're gonna do this HomePod like screen shit that's gonna be like compete with some Amazon bullshit. Where's that? Where is the iPhone 18? Where is the OLED iMac? Where is the super duper Apple stuff? Guys, where is the M6 chip? They're dragging their feet. I want answers. Where's the iPhone Fold? We were supposed to get an iPhone Fold screen. Remember? Where is that? This new CEO is dragging their feet. And you know, prices. Hello, are we gonna have a $10,000 iPhone? Where is the CEO? Why is this person not talking right now? Like, dude, like, come on.
But this is the first major change she's actually done since she became the head of Xbox. That's a good sign that she's directly listening. I'm very happy about that. So
she's directly listening, and it's just a $7 decrease. Wow. Well, and it's just this. Like, this is what we're gonna be praising? Like, this is like baby shit. Okay.
Now, fingers crossed, the sweeping changes will continue and Xbox can maybe get back on their feet. It's like I keep telling you guys, competition breeds innovation.
No, it doesn't. On paper it does, and ideally it's great, but it kind of doesn't, because it, if anything, a company will look at another company and say, "Oh, this is, they did this and this make that much money. I'm gonna do the same thing," and then that's why we have like a live service game like nonsense going on, because they saw Fortnite do it. They want to tap into that market. So that's just what's gonna happen. It's not like, oh man, Sony's not gonna look at this and say, "Damn, we need to lower our price for PlayStation Plus." They're not gonna give a fuck, even if like Xbox sells a lot. They're just gonna look at other things and learn the wrong lesson. Like it's the same shit when DSP is like, "Oh, people should stop buying Nintendo so they can like make better games." No, if you don't buy Nintendo, they're just gonna say, "Oh, okay, so nobody wants uh a hybrid console, so we're gonna go back to the Wii console. That's sold. We're gonna go back to gimmicky bullshit." Or like, oh, nobody likes Metroid. Oh, people should stop buying Mario Kart World so they can make a better Mario Kart game. People stop buying Mario Kart World. Oh, I guess nobody wants Mario Kart. Let's not make Mario Kart ever again. Like these are the lessons that kind of happen when people don't buy stuff. Uh, and he keeps falling for this propaganda of like, oh yeah, competition is gonna breed innovation. Look at the movie situation with like the Sonic movie. It's still like, oh, let's take a cartoon character. They fall into the real world and hijinks ensues, and it's like every other like uh cartoon adaptation, whatever the fuck movie you've seen already. You may argue it's a little bit better. Fine. The Mario movie is kind of the same thing, and it'll, if you really want to have like, oh, competition breeds innovation, you can see the Mario movie. Oh, that makes a lot of that made a lot of money. We could just do the same thing as that, and then that makes a lot of money, and then that's what happens. Like it's just it really is a thing that sounds good on paper, but it just never happens in practice. It never does.
If Xbox can stay in the game and stay a serious competitor to PlayStation, this is only a good thing for the entire industry. Because if PlayStation becomes the only console manufacturer to be taken seriously, sadly, they will now have a monopoly and be able to make crazy decisions, such as the decision they made recently to increase the price of their consoles by astronomical margins and think that people will still buy them.
Again, they're not raising they didn't raise the price because they could. They had to because of the demand. Like this dude does not know what is going on in the world.
All right? We don't want them to think that they have this kind of crazy power. We need people to compete to keep them, on their toes and to have them making consumer-friendly decisions. So that's why we need Xbox
whatever,
in the game.
okay.
Let's get this going. Let's keep this going. I would say if you're someone who didn't have Xbox Game Pass for a while because of the price increases, maybe consider resubscribing now.
Fuck that.
Getting
I'm not
your
doing
subscription
that.
back might actually give them some consumer confidence here that,
No,
now
fuck
we
them.
can make better decisions.
They
All right?
need to
I
make
would say
better
let's
games.
go for it. Let's do it. I have it, by the way. I'm happy to be saving $7 a month, but for me overall,
You're always gonna be paying
I won't
for
save
it.
anything because I'm going to end up buying Call of Duty this fall anyway. So for me, it's a wash. But for anyone out there,
Again, this dude was like jumping up and down for when Call of Duty was gonna be part of Game Pass, and now he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna not save a lot of money. It's a wash." Like, dude, you're not saving money anyway. You don't you pay so much in subscriptions. Shut up.
who doesn't care about Call of Duty, you're actually going to get a great amount of savings out of this change. Good stuff. It's actually good news. I'm glad that someone in the industry is listening. All right. Good stuff there, guys. All right, so
Good stuff.
that's the big news this morning. So what does everyone think about this? Besides the moron troll spamming my chat, what do you guys think? So Game Dude says, that's what's wrong with the gaming industry today. Executives don't listen to the fan base. We're literally giving you the cheat code to success. And here's the best part. The fan base's opinions are insanely public. It's not like back in the day where you would have to pay.
Dude, I can't remember the game, but there was a game recently that came out, and DSP was like mocking it for like, yeah, this game was made because like it wants to please the fans and it was stupid and something like that. It was some rant like that, and it's like, and it didn't have the nuance of like, yeah, it's, sometimes when you listen to fans, you're not gonna get the best advice. Like, sometimes they don't know what they fucking want. You don't listen to them. Listen to they should make the game on their own and whatever. But DSP doesn't have that nuance because he's a fucking caveman and he's a baby. He doesn't understand anything. So like he cannot comprehend that level of thought. But he was like, yeah, this game was doing this and it was probably blah blah blah. It's like bullshit.
To
It's
have
like
this
bullshit.
polling done or do market research. Oh man, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? No, you could
But
easily get it.
it is hard. I mean, I would say it's harder now. I would think it's harder now to listen to the fans because, like, I mean, it's the paramount. It is the paramount, the cornerstone of the culture war grift. Like, you have people say, this game didn't have this before, and it's bullshit. Then you have people who are like, actually, the game had this since its conception. So actually saying it's not that, it's not true. So you're making the game. And you listen, and you see these two sides arguing this. How are you supposed to know who is telling the truth, right? Or whatever. What if the people are like, I don't mind the yellow paint. I think it's cool. I like the yellow paint. I love it. And the other guy's like, this is not my game. Fuck yellow paint. Who are you supposed to listen to? Like, it is kind of stupid when you kind of boil it down to listen to the gamer, listen to the fans. Like, the fan can be anybody, and it always leads to like this gatekeeping nonsense that, like, as I said, like, I can understand like why people do it because I've seen people who are like against toxicity, whatever, kind of say the same thing as well about gatekeeping or whatever, and it can be used on in any direction. I just think at the end of the day, it's just kind of like you just don't agree with what the game is, and that's whatever. I mean, I'm sure there are people who did not like Mario 64 as much as there are people who love it. Whatever. And he acts as if like, yeah, well, you should listen to the gamers, as if it's like easy. Like, no, it's actually harder. I would say it's harder now because there's incentive for people to pretend. Like, that's why you have people who are just saying dumb shit all the time and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Just go to the internet. You can find the trends. You can see what people are saying and agreeing on right away. It's easy to access this data. Okay?
Yeah, very easy.
AC Installer says $15 is good. $22 is too much, in my opinion. That's what I'm saying. I think $15 would be the absolute sweet spot, but they need to get rid of the bloat then.
It's
What
only
is they
$10.
keep adding in garbage like cloud gaming. No one gives a fuck about cloud gaming. Literally, no one gives a fuck. They all invested all this time and effort into it. It doesn't work. It still lags. You get pixelized graphics. No one gives a fuck.
It's funny he says this when he has used the cloud feature. Like, it is so funny to me. He brags about having a business line internet. Didn't want to download any game, and he would just stream it. He used the service. He used it. You can find old Game Pass streams where he did the thing. And he's like, yeah, it's stupid, it lags. Like, these are like boomer complaints. Because I don't even think it's that bad anymore. Like, it's not great, probably. I mean, it's probably not ideal. Like, you know, you probably still want to download the game. But I don't think it's like a fucking caveman setup. Like, I don't think it's like, oh man, it's like dial-up.
Fuck about cloud gaming. Stop it, get rid of it, right? What about Fortnite bullshit? What about EA bullshit? Fuck them. Cut the cord, get them out of there, reduce the price, make it economical, people will come back. That's my take. Toasty says she seems like an upgrade of Phil and Sarah Bond so far. I wouldn't say that, Toasty. What I would say is she realizes she needs to buy goodwill and faith back. So what she's going to probably do for a bit here is she's going to listen directly to what everyone is saying and try to give them what they want.
Wah.
So what you need to do right now is take advantage and enjoy it.
This is kind of stupid. This is kind of like really dumb because he's kind of dancing around the problem, I guess. Because he's like, yeah, they're doing something good now, but they're gonna do something bad later. So you gotta enjoy it and give them money now. No, if they're gonna do something fucked up, why would they give them money now? Like it. Like, they have no goodwill. Like, this is not enough to win people over. Because guess what, guys? They still don't have any games. Where are the games? Like, come on.
Because it may not last. She has to buy
And guess what they're gonna do? I guarantee this is what they're gonna do in the next like summertime major Xbox Direct that's gonna compete with Summer Game Fest or whatever the fuck. They're gonna do the same song and dance. Guys, we got Gears. Get a load of this. Guys, Halo. Then I'm like, don't forget, we love Japan. We love Japan, guys. Guys, Japan is pretty cool. We know you guys love Japan, so we got Persona 4 Revival. We got Persona 6. We got SMT 5 Vengeance Revenge Rebirth. Guys, Japan. And it's gonna be that kind of shit where it's like, oh, okay, sure. And anyway, guys, we can't forget, we got Kojima with his game 80 or whatever the fucking horror game that he's making. We got that. That's it. That's all it's gonna be. It's the same song and dance. He's gonna have Game Slap. Guys, Japan. We love Japan like they do every fucking year. Oh yeah, we love Japan. Persona 3 Reload. Whoa, guys, they got Persona 3 Reload. Whoa.
For the good faith back, and then after that, hopefully, right? Hopefully. Oh, by the way, this idiot, here he comes. I do hope that Xbox gets back on their feet as a competitor to PlayStation, and I hope that they can actually hang, because again, that competition of Xbox versus Sony actually is very beneficial to everyone. It really is. To have options and everything, it's a good thing.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Because what if they see that Sony raised their prices, then they'll do it too. I mean, if anything, they didn't even announce they're gonna lower the price of the Xbox. I wonder why. But DSP doesn't know what's going on in the world. He's very secluded. He's no politics. No Trump, no Brexit.
Thank you to Bilbo Swaggins, 500 kicks. He says, LTG is a bomb. I can't believe a modern black man acts that way.
I guarantee that's Kirk. It's funny, he never read Kirk's shit before because he knew it was racist. But now since it's Bilbo Swaggins, he's willing to read it. I wonder if he thinks it's Swaggins. I wonder if Kirk found a cheat code to make him think it's Swaggins.
True, it's Bilbo Swaggins actually. Getting us up to 12 hours. 12 hours. I can't speak today.
Kirk.
Getting us up to $12 of support. I got the marble mouth.
Isn't it great we listen to AI Slup and he just dances to it? Like, wow, it's so cool.
Austin Shard says, would this also inspire PlayStation to decrease their PlayStation Plus cost? The only real benefit it gives us is online play and a few games each month for the basic tier. No. Why? Because PlayStation right now kind of has the monopoly on modern console gaming. Nintendo is in their own class. People who buy Switch or whatever will always just buy Switch or whatever. They don't care about other games and consoles, right? So when it comes to...
Or they already have the other consoles.
PC, it's either PlayStation or it's Xbox. And PlayStation right now is the place to be. They've got the best-selling console. They know they've got you by the balls, that if you want to play games online, you're going to play for PS Plus, and there's no reason for them to lower the price, to be honest, right? If Xbox does become a major competitor again and starts actually doing numbers and start pulling...
This is stupid, though, because, like, nobody's gonna move from PlayStation to Xbox. Like, they're just not going to. They have, like, PlayStation has a installed exclusive, like, games that they have, in general. Secondly, like, I just don't think, like, he's kind of looking at almost like a streaming service like Netflix, Paramount, whatever the fuck. Like, these have a little bit easier, like, entries because you could just download the app, go to the website. Like if you're considering getting a streaming service, you already have something that can, like, use it. If you're on PlayStation, you're not gonna just go out and buy an Xbox because Game Pass is cheaper. Because you're spending another, like, hundreds of dollars on that. They need to buy a whole, like, it's just I just don't see it working at all. Because Microsoft's already kind of fucked. They're kind of fucked because they don't have any other game. Like, nobody cares about Halo. Nobody cares about Gears of War as much. Like I mean, I don't know if anyone cares about Gears E-Day as much as they did before. But whatever.
pulling away from PlayStation's success. You know what I'm saying? Like sucking away from their customer base. Now they might have to be competitive again. But we're not there yet. That's the thing. That's why PlayStation just increased the cost
And again,
of all their
like, PlayStation also gets more attention from the Japanese devs. Like, PlayStation and Nintendo are really the consoles. If you like Japanese-centric games or, whatever, those are the consoles you're buying. Xbox only gets Atlas. Atlas and sometimes Square if they feel like it. Like, that's what they get. They don't get, like, any other company. They may get some here and there, but not to the levels of like Sony or Nintendo. So I don't think that Xbox is gonna get people from PlayStation to jump ship, because the people who would get an Xbox if they had a PlayStation already have an Xbox probably, or they will not care.
their consoles by a dramatic amount because they feel there's no competition here. We can do whatever we want. That's bad. That's a bad attitude, but that's the attitude they're having right now. And we have to hopefully hope for the best because you don't want it to just be a one console show.
Okay, let me put my finger in my mouth.
Okay.
Get a load of this. I just scratched my ear, so I must
cool.
dip
All
my
right,
finger.
guys. So I covered what I wanted to talk about today. All right. Yet. I'm actually
Okay, I'm over this. Let's just see the rage quit of Crimson Desert. I will say, what is low-key kind of funny, in my opinion, I think he was gonna rage quit this game regardless, because I would say when there's a game he feels like this about, or a game that he's like, we can go back to it later, usually like he did with Rimworld or whatever, always notice when he's talking about adding other games to the schedule, especially when he talks a lot about it being added the following week, because that means he's gonna clean house and remove games from the library, from the library. Like he did with Rimworld, that got kicked, and then this game got kicked. He wanted this game to like be off, and he had one stream. Like he was waiting for that one stream. He got whaled out the other time, and since this wasn't getting whaled out immediately, he didn't want to risk playing another hour and then having a whale wake up, aka Dr. Lexus. So he decided to rage quit it early so he can get it off the schedule and add games he wants. It's so like transparent. I knew this game was gonna leave because, as I said, he's not very subtle. You can tell when he wants to do something because he'll talk more about it as it goes on. Like he did. I always bring up the when Machinima dropped him stream. You go to that stream and people are explaining him how he can get a job and like take the bus. He found phenomenal excuses. So you're saying I should take a bus? Well, the bus explodes every day. I can't do that. The bus just, it falls apart. The tires like explode. The engine explodes. I can't do that. Carpool? I can't carpool. The driver may kill me. I can't do that. I can't do that. Do Uber? I can't do that. Leanna works. I can't do that. Can't work when she's not working? I can't do that. That's impossible. Like shit like that. And then like one guy says, "Phil, you should stream on Twitch with pop-ups." Okay, streams with pop-ups, everyone's saying it. That's what you want me to do. It's like it's so like no, excuse me, I jumped the gun on this one. He's like, I can't. So okay, this guy says work. I can't work because no, there's no jobs here. It's a desert. It's a job desert here. I can't work here. Work at Microsoft? No, I can't do that. Bill Gates hates me. Carpool? I can't carpool. The driver will hate me. Okay, this guy is saying I should get it. I should stream on Twitch. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, this guy is saying that I should take the bus. I can't take the bus. The bus explodes every day. That's impossible. I can't do that. Pay an Uber. I can't do that. The Uber's gonna kill me. I can't risk the Uber driver being crazy. I can't do that. Uh, uh, how about Lyft? I don't know what that is. What do you mean by Lyft? Oh, the company Lyft. Okay, I can't do that because Lyft will kill me too. Okay. This guy says I should stream. Maybe I should stream. Okay, so this is what everyone was saying on the stream. Some people are saying I should get a job. I can't do that because there's no jobs here. Like 0 jobs in a job desert. Take an Uber. Can't do that. They will kill me. Take the bus. The bus explodes every day. Oh, but I could stream. I think streaming is interesting. Like I could get a job, but streaming is interesting. Like he kept talking more and more about it. It's like, okay, yeah, you just want to stream. Like why are you pretending like you were gonna get a job? Like I guarantee that's the same shit he did with his mom. So you're saying, mommy, that I should like phase streaming out, right? Let me pick my ear and like slip my finger. I agree. I think I should phase out, but if things turn around, if I get a lot more money, maybe I could still stream. But I agree, mom. I will phase it out and get a job in 10 years. We'll agree in 10 years, right, mom? But you didn't give me the 5,000 for the taxes. But like, yeah, I can do that. But if things turn around, I could keep streaming, and that could be my job. But I agree, I could phase up. But if it does pick up, I mean, I think that would be good too. And then like that's what happened. So for a week, he has been literally like talking over and over about adding Tamagotchi Life and what was the other game he wanted to add? Oh yeah, that fucking vampire game, which I think is a random ass game. I think that's gonna be the new Slay the Spire style stream he's gonna want to play, and he's gonna play these games, and that's what he wants to play. So he got Rimworld out because he's like, oh well, you got put on hiatus, and then Crimson Desert was the only thing, and this game was a game that had a narrative, and he kind of realized, yeah, I may have to beat the game to get it out of the rotation. So instead of just wasting my time, I'm just gonna like be a little piss baby and just not really care. I am sure the entire gameplay is him like being a complete caveman. Like I hate when you could tell that he clocked out when he's playing a game and he's only playing it because the chat wants him to play it, right? Like it's so annoying. It's the fucking Stellar Blade shit. Oh wow. Climbing up a ladder. Wow. So original. Wow, this is so trite. Oh, we're swimming. Wow. And it's like, oh my god, dude. Like, this is in every single game. Like, even the games he loves have it. And he doesn't like, oh my god, they're swimming in Mario. Oh.
Why am I playing this? What's up, Vietnamese comrade?
What's up, Vietnamese comrade?
No, legit, I'm asking the chat, why am I playing this? It's on the cart. What cart? Where do you fucking see a cart? It's on the cart. There's a cart somewhere, apparently. Where do you see a cart?
On the cart. Well, you know it's on the cart, so why do you look for a cart? You know what a cart looks like, right? It's not a grocery store cart. Maybe that's what he's thinking of.
This
like,
banner way the fuck over here? It wasn't even on my map. How was I supposed to know this was the banner I needed to pick up?
Oh my god. How do the banners look in this game?
Oh my god, this fucking terrible. I hate this shit.
Like he clearly wasn't paying. Like he's not even looking. Like you're watching him play like Pragmata, all these other games. He is looking there. This like, okay, I'll look around a little bit.
Why are they all grabbing?
You're standing still.
I can't even move. Look at this. I'm just stun locked. I can't fucking move whatsoever. I can't.
Look, it's stun locked. You're in front of a tree. What do you want them to do? Like, you literally are moving the the controller. You're controlling the buttons. By the way, it was on his map. Like, because when he picked it up, that icon that was there, I was kind of looking at it, and it disappeared. And I assume it disappeared because he picked it up. How was I supposed to know? Damn, it's like you just didn't care about this game at all. Okay, we're just gonna skip ahead.
You're getting tired, fucker.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. And I think this is the same kind of shit he has done in other games, but whatever. Like, this is fuck it mode. He's like, it's kind of like that frustration you feel when you want to beat a game, but you're playing it and you're like, you don't know how far you're in, and you're like, I want to beat this game. Oh my god, I have to do this now. Oh my god. It's like that kind of mentality where you just want to finish a game, and that's what he's feeling.
Stalking Tiger, thank you for the super chat. I'll shout it out in a bit. And we can get through this insanely boring mission.
Like, look at this. The thing is like a big red banner. He's like, what's the banner? What does it look like? I haven't even played this game. I hope he died and that's when he rage quit, because he sometimes doesn't. Yeah, he rage quit. Like, he does the thing and he's like, alright, I'm done with this game.
I'm not playing it anymore.
Okay, he did die. He at least died. But look at his rage quit.
Fuck this game.
Oh, even at this.
I'm not playing it anymore.
He did that the first time he rage quit. Like, okay.
Insane,
Okay,
repetitive garbage.
never mind.
A plot that is non-existent. Combat that's insanely unengaging and just terrible. I'm not playing it anymore. I'm done. There's no point in playing it. You guys,
Phil, please tell me for the millionth time. 50 hours to unlock a barber shop is stupid and dumb. Because it's not like I've ever heard that before.
don't care either. You guys don't give a shit. I'm not even kidding. Both chats are saying stop playing it, so I'm done with this fucking thing. It sucks. Like, really, I'm just done. I'm bored. There's nothing to do in this game. It's so boring. Yeah, that's really what I want to do. I want to run into a camp in the pitch black where you can't see anything, fight 5,000 generic enemies at the same boring combat I've been doing for 20-some hours.
I kind of wouldn't want to say this is a wage quit because I don't count it as that. Literally, I refuse to believe that he wage quit this game. Because straight up, immediately, he did not do the full stream. I will say it's a wage quit if he finished the stream in the allotted time, and then he clicked end stream and he didn't make the money, and then he said, I'm done playing this game. Then it's a wage quit. But this guy ended within an hour, or whatever the fuck, to then just play another game during the stream time. Like, that to me just tells me he wanted to drop the game because he wanted to add other games. He wanted to play Tomodachi Life and fucking that vampire game. And Crimson Desert is the fucking bitch that's in the way of that. Like, it's the meme where, like, it's that guy that's like, I want to do this, and that guy is like in front of, like, no, you can't. And he like kind of stops you, and he's like, go and play Crimson Desert or whatever the fuck. And he's like, fuck this. Because I guarantee you, the entire atmosphere is probably like, oh, okay, alright.
I have been waiting for you.
We got damage reduction of 1. Oh, that's it right now, but whatever.
Welcome.
Whatever.
Okay, we're done.
Farewell.
Now,
Back to menus.
circus. That's what we need to do. Okay, we're going to town. All right, let's continue with the story. Let's go to town. Meet with Marquis Circus and see where the story takes us tonight. The other shield gives you the attack speed for your weapon. Yeah, but it doesn't have the defense.
But you know what? Oh, okay. You know, I'm just gonna like argue because he says, "Oh, even the chats were begging me to stop playing." I kind of want at some point when he's playing a game like this and he's bored and miserable, I just want his chats to be like, "This game is fun. I love this game," or whatever. Like zero negativity. Then when he plays a game that he likes, and then just be like, "Oh, this game is boring. Can we play another game? Can we play another game?" just flip the script on him because, like, yeah, it's boring watching him play this game, and the game looked boring because he's playing it. Like, I don't care about Crimson Desert. This game came out of nowhere. I have no desire to play it, but I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Yeah." The game is boring, and see, he's boring, whatever. Because I'm sure you could have fun with the game. I don't put it. I don't hold it against the game that the game is boring when DSP is playing it in a boring way because he adds nothing, and that's why I want the chat to like flip the script on him. But I also don't think that's gonna work because that happens with Dragon Quest. People are like, "Oh, can we play another game?" If you don't like the game, leave. Because he loves Dragon Quest. That's the guilty pleasure game. But he will say, "I can't have two games that chat are saying are boring, okay? And I would much rather play the game that I love or whatever." So it's a whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, like if he wants to play Dragon Quest 7 because he loves the game, fine. But he says he loves JRPGs, he loves Metaphor. But why can't Metaphor be the guilty pleasure game? It didn't do well one time, and now it's cursed to be the game that could have been. And instead of like, well, now that everyone's seen the game and all this stuff, maybe I can play it, and then people can watch me play it because they didn't want to get spoiled or whatever. But instead, he doesn't want to play it. He doesn't even want to look at it. Because the reason why he wants to play Dragon Quest 7 is for the obvious reason. It's a boomer game. And guess what he played after this fucking game? You guessed it. Boomer fighter games. Yay! And he gets to play all these scrubs and it's like,
what a big mistake.
Big mistake. Diaper Urian. Smurf Diaper Urian. And then he did this, and then like he raged. I don't give a fuck about the rage at the end. I don't like you gotta get it's fake or not, I don't care. Because these are just boring. Like, I'm sorry, like
only time he beats me is when
I do like these games, but even Street Fighter 6, like the game had to force him to use Dragon Rush, Drive Rush and Drive Impacts or whatever the fuck. And it's like, dude, like you play these games so boring. He plays Blanca like he's Super Turbo Blanca. Like the fact that he uses Blanca-chan is insane. I'm surprised he even used it. But when it's like Dalsim, Dalsim, who else? Honda. It's just the Super Turbo combo. I only play Lily because she's like the representative of T-Hog, because I think T-Hog is dead in Street Fighter 6. So that's why he picks Lily, not because she's a new character and he's interested in a new character. It's because straight up, she's T-Hawk. Aki is honestly, the only bizarre character. I don't know why he picked her. She's a new character. I mean, he never played Fang in 5. He never cared for Fang. I don't know why he went to Aki. Maybe he was hoping that she would be the new, M. Bison, but M. Bison I think was already in the game at that point, so I don't get that. And he skipped C Viper, and C Viper was in Street Fighter 4. He loved to hype the LARP that he was curious in her, but guess what? He's gonna go back to Street Fighter 6 for Vega. Now there is a leak that Street Fighter 6's season 4 pass was leaked, and it's better than season 2, but I kind of feel the same kind of vibe with season 2, where it's like, like I had a lot of hype for season 3, and then season 4 it's kind of like, it's better than season 2, but not as good as season 3. I'm just hyped for Hagar. I always wanted Hagar in Street Fighter. I'm glad he's finally being added. But it is gonna have Tifa. At least it's only one slot, but I mean this game already has too many guest characters. Like I don't like guest characters, honestly. And then there's Vega and Goken. I don't know how DSP is gonna feel about Goken. He is an old dude, so you know that's something. But he is definitely gonna play Vega because that's Street Fighter 2. And this dude can never play anything new. He played Luke once, dropped him because he required him to pay a little too much attention. And Alex was from Third Strike, but Alex also didn't have any safe gimmicks that he wanted to use, so he got banned. So if there's not any super turbo combo he can understand or wrap his little piggy brain around, he'll drop the character. And that's why I like these fucking boomer games. He can play the same ad nauseum combo over and over, meanwhile mocking LTG for bodying scrubs in other games. Oh, this guy hates Street Fighter 6, they rated Street Fighter 5 because he can't hang, or whatever. What is this, dumb fuck? Like, shut up.
He uses the abuse of the netcode, and then he gets free hits. So when he couldn't do it, he almost lost the fucking match. And he only won because he got lucky at the end. I push blocked properly and did my Viper Beam, and it didn't give it to me. I literally had it won. So unreal. This guy is actually atrociously fucking bad.
Atrocious. Okay, let's do the wings video. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking suffer. Let's fucking suffer.
$1 just to say dumb shit. And as you know, that's what you don't respond to. That's another thing
Right.
that wings should get better at. When you're seeing little dumb shit, you just ignore it. You don't let it goad you, and you don't let it guide what.
Yeah, in the Dragon Quest stream, he got goaded into yelling about like why he can't drive to a restaurant to get food, which is very funny because he did that before and had no problem, but now he can't. The trolls will go there, even like it's kind of silly because you can even argue that the trolls. What Phil? It's kind of funny. He thinks that he's saved by door dashing when I have my legion of trolls door dashing in Washington. Yeah, guys, the trolls. Nobody knows this, but the trolls are actually all the door dashers in Washington. That's why he sees them do weird laps and they drive around doing silly things because they're all trolls. Why do you think that? Like that one time that he ordered food and they put it somewhere else. Yeah. The DoorDasher was a troll. You think it's a coincidence? Bleh. But it's kind of funny. He decided to double down on trolls attacking the restaurants when like he could have just said, "I don't want to leave the stream for like minutes and having people wait." Like that's at least a reasonable excuse. But I guess the desire of being a victim outweighs being reasonable.
Hide what you're doing. You say, nah, I'm not paying attention to this fucking dollar from a fucking plebeian idiot who's saying dumb shit, just trying to get a rise out of me. You just ignore it and you move on.
But that's what you do. He reads $2 tips to do that.
Let's see here.
I mean, he does ignore some, but I mean, he also doesn't.
There's another one. Like literally, there's another one. The king is more important. It's funny they all did it at once. No lie, because they're watching on a.
Okay.
It's not you and your dumb. Go to a different clip. We have a few more. By the way, I've only got about 30 minutes left on this stream. So let's see. What should we watch?
I feel like he has the AI thing on, but whatever.
I think
not that it'll
there's 2 left that I had in the playlist, but I don't think we have time to watch both. Sadly.
I bet we'll watch both.
So I'm trying to figure out which one to watch.
I bet we'll watch both. we watch this clip. Then do we go to another clip?
Let's see.
I wish I got
Whatever.
more viewers.
Maybe not.
I wish I got more viewers.
All right, let's see.
My weight problems began because like I didn't have really good parental figures. Like in my head, like when I was like in third grade, I don't know how old you're in third grade, whatever age you're in third grade. Like I used to be the biggest, fastest, and strongest in my fucking like school at PE. I was also the smartest. And we had a guy come in and he was bigger and faster than me, so I was starting to lose. So like I always heard on the TV that if you eat all your fucking food, you get bigger and stronger. So I started eating extra things, and the things I ate was things I shouldn't have been eating, like cereal.
It's kind of funny. He's like, I'm so smart. I'm super smart. When I watch TV, the TV said if I eat more, I'll get stronger. Great logic there. I mean, just no questions,
Frosted
no notes.
Flakes and shit like that, and I became addicted to eating that sugar, and nobody told me no, ever. And I like you can't say like, oh, it's not your fault. You're still here. Like I always bring this defense up, right? Oprah
Okay,
Winfrey
look at his reaction. Imagine if I did all my videos like that. I mean, I've already done. I'm sure I do a lot of annoying stuff in my videos, but I don't think I do this level. I'm not DSP. I'm not in DSP's level of annoying. I don't think you guys are ready to drink bleach from my bullshit. But you would if I did what he does.
is a billionaire with a B. Oprah Winfrey can pay somebody any time of the day to sit there and slap food out of her motherfucking hand, right?
Like, why
she
is he
was
making
having-
this face? Like he is pretty much. He's just explaining straight up. I have poor self-control. Like I didn't get proper self-control from my childhood, and that's what led to this. Like I think the whole thing about I watch TV and they said this and it's just cope. I just think he just straight up just didn't have self-control. I think that's all it is. And DSP is like, huh? Like, dude, that's all
have
he's
a
saying.
dude that she has on salary that keeps food out of her fucking hand. Oprah Winfrey has weight loss issues. Right, she's gone down, up, down, up, down, up. She can afford any designer drug in the world. It once your brain is in that mode where you just overeat, it is a lifelong addiction. Lifelong addiction.
Dog, but like that's one of the most.
I won't dispute that. I actually won't dispute that.
Then why are we
Because
making
it's
the
kinda
face?
like any addiction.
Like, why are we
And
making?
you know,
Why? He was like, I agree with that. I think he made a good point.
when you get addicted to something, right? Your body's always going to gravitate back to it and towards it, even if you work really hard. The addiction may creep
But
back
Phil,
up.
I thought if you didn't have food in the house, you would be able to not succumb to it.
I don't know if I believe what he just said. That when
What
he
do
was a kid, he was the best in school at everything, at sports. And
Wow, that's his
athleticism.
hang up. That's his hang up. Guys, I don't think he was good at sports. First off, like, how would you know he wasn't? How would you know he wasn't? Again, I guess these thought he was obese his entire life.
Someone else came into the school and happened to be better than him, and he thought that eating calories was going to make him better.
He didn't think that the TV told him, like, he saw that on TV and thought that's what he had to do. Like, he didn't come up with this on his own. I mean, which is why I just think that this is just a cope thing. I think just the honest truth is that he just didn't have self-control. Like, his parents probably didn't think much about him eating cereal. Like how many people think cereal will make you obese, right? How many people think that's unhealthy to eat cereal? But whatever, okay.
Than the other kids. Why? Huh?
Huh?
Like, so
Again, he's not listening to what Wings is saying because he doesn't care what Wings has to say. He already made up his mind what Wings is, and that's what he's criticizing. He literally said, like, yeah, I watched TV, and the TV said, this will make you, like, stronger, and I mean, we're probably missing the context of what he was watching, because what was he watching? Like, that's why I think it's a little cope. I think it's just the self-control
You're
is the real
basically
problem.
admitting that you're an idiot. What?
Oh my god, dude! Like,
no one told him anything, right?
I love that. Like, he's kind of just not even addressing his parents. Like, you can say it's shady to blame your parents and all this stuff, but like, I mean, Wings isn't like sitting there saying, "Yeah, my parents are fucking stupid, fucking idiots, fuck them." Like, he wasn't doing that. He was just like, "Yeah, they didn't like tell me to stop eating, so this is what happened," basically. Which is like, not the worst thing. As a whole, I mean, there's worse things a parent could do to a child, obviously, but like this is just like whatever. I mean, shit happens, but DSP is not even acknowledging that, like, maybe the parents, like, because he's in 3rd grade at this point. Like, how much responsibility are you gonna like put on a kid? Like, he's like, "Yo, you're an idiot." It's like, he was a kid, dude. Like, I mean, again, like, this is why like people like shit on Wings half the time. He's a full grown adult, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I just can't control myself." But like, when you're in 3rd grade, like, you're not expected to have the best self control. Like, come on. Hello.
I'm so confused. By the way, someone's distracting me in the chat over here. I thought they said something about something went wrong with the stream, but I guess not. Okay. I don't get it. He was a kid. Someone was faster and better and stronger than him, so he decided to eat more food because he thought that would beat the kid. And he was never taught otherwise ever in his life.
Oh my god.
And basically said it was because his parental figure. So did his parents teach him nothing?
First off, when you're a kid, you think dumb shit. Dude, when I was a kid, I thought if I grew my sideburns out, it would like grow into a beard. Like, that's what I thought as a kid. Like, you think dumb shit when you're a kid. And he's saying like, so as a kid, you thought if he ate stuff, he'd get stronger? I mean, I'm sure there were kids who thought that if they eat meat, like, oh, I eat steak all the time, that they would get muscles. Like, dude, you're a fucking kid. You're telling me you never had a dumb thought like that? Like, he's there like, so you're a kid, and you think this? Wow! Like, yet when he says dumb shit as an adult, he's like, oh, well, whatever, man. But as a kid, he's like, he said this as a kid? No one taught him anything? Like, I mean, my dad never told me, Theo, the sideburns doesn't work like that. He never taught me that because he was like, this is a stupid thing, he's gonna grow out of it. Like, for all of his parents, so because there's a degree of his parents probably thinking that Wings is gonna understand at some point that maybe he shouldn't be eating a lot or whatever. Like, whatever. And at the same time, we also don't know what it was like when he was growing up. Because maybe for all we know, his parents were like, hey, Wings, you shouldn't eat this much. Or what if they thought that, oh, you're hungry, oh, we gotta get Wings food. Because, they don't want, like, you don't know the context of this. To assume, like, it's weird. It's weird he's going in a much more toxic direction than what you could kind of glean from what Wings is saying about, oh, his parents never taught him self-control. Like, I mean, that's, like, a little different, right?
Like, at all? I mean, that's sad. If that actually is the truth, and he was just like a dumb kid because his parents didn't teach him basics of life, like if you eat more cereal, you won't get faster. That's sad. If that's true. But I'm sure what people will say is that's nonsense. He makes this stuff up all the time. It's another coping session. It's another excuse for why he's not responsible for his actions, right?
Pathetic reasons for weight gain, bro. You lost to a kid who was bigger and faster and stronger than you, dog. Come on now. In the fucking 3rd grade.
Yeah, that's when it started. I mean,
So basically that's the GOAT, right? He's calling him out. He's like, dude, you're full of it.
But I thought I'm confused. I thought Wings surrounded himself by enablers. Why are they criticizing him? Like I always love that DSP like talks a lot about his mods and people he plays with are all enablers when they all call him out. And he's like, wow, he's calling him out. I was like, I thought you said that they're all enablers. They're all enablers, but they all call him out too. Like, that's not what an enabler does. If anything, DSP is an enabler, more so than anyone else I have seen in this, like, stream video.
Teammate literally called him out and said, dude, that didn't happen. You are so full of it. That's funny. His teammates just calls him out immediately on it. He's like, what are you...
Oh my god, I love he's saying that that's funny, but then, whatever, okay.
What are you talking about?
That's the honest answer.
But Phil, I thought they are all enablers. And they all defend wings, and they all isolate him.
Apparently there's a DSP versus Hey Army clip in here.
God. Dude, how did
Very nice.
Oh my god, DSP, you do
How
this.
How old are you when you're in the third grade?
Do the same shit.
8?
8.
Because I started kindergarten when I was 5. So first grade would have been 6. Second grade would have been 7. I would have been 8 years old when I was in third grade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dog, this Uzi guy might as well be my motherfucking daddy. He might as well take me in on his tax returns and get him a little check. Shit.
Wow, that is like more effort into saying shit than DSP has ever done. Like it's kind of funny when other lolcows like outclass DSP in commentary, especially from Wings. Like LTG, I've said enough about the funny shit he says when he's banning people, but like Wings is just straight up boring. He's a boring guy, and like that's like the one time that's like okay, at least there was more of an attempt than DSP in his entire career.
Dog, every time I get into a spot, it's somebody with a motherfucking sniper rifle. I don't know what to fucking do.
Hey, let's go.
All right, it's boring. There's like he only talks for like a second, and then the clip got really boring. All right, so we can go to the last clip that I wanted to watch.
See, I knew it, and we didn't get to the DSP versus Hate Army. We didn't even get to that clip.
Let's find it.
I wonder what he said in that clip. What did he say in that one? You didn't even want to look for it. You didn't even want to see why.
Okay, here we go. I'm just trying to get to a point that makes sense. Okay. All right, this will be the last video that we react to tonight. All right? Cool. Here we go. By the way, thank you to everyone here tonight in the King's Court. I hope.
Okay, we're moving on.
Let's have a final rallying of support. What do you do? These abs. You bet. I wasn't looking at the screen whatsoever.
Yeah, he wanted to. I kind of wonder because before this there was a infamous photo of DSP's gut spreading around the detractor circles like wildfire. It was terrible. I wonder if DSP saw that and this is his way of doubling down on it. Like, yeah, man. Like, yeah, I'll show you my stomach if you give me money. Like this is him trying to own the meme, even though like it really wasn't a meme. It was just like, hey, he just showed it. But whatever. I mean, we got the show for free. You can't like charge it once it's free.
It's not even funny. My day's been alright. It's not been the best day of my life. It's not been the worst. Better than it should be.
Well, there you go. That's a good way to think about it.
Dude, I doubt I'll hit the donation goal playing Elden Ring. I'm just sitting here because I'm going to be up all night, and it's like, whatever. I'm up all night, and it's whatever.
And why are you up all night? Again, I'm sure people ask these questions.
Oh my god, does he not know what insomnia is? And if like Wings is depressed, that's probably part of it. Like, man, DSP kind of really talks like he was born yesterday. Like, he really is like he doesn't know anything. Like, he can't even like think. Why would someone stay up late all night? Huh? Why would that be? Weird.
Why are you up all night? Your wife works during the day, right? Why are you not awake at the times when she's not at work? Like, why?
Does he? What is, he says this? He says about his wife, like, when she's asleep, I'm asleep, or whatever the fuck. Like, you can be up and like while she's asleep, right? Like, Only that one time where DSP was up and Cal was asleep, and then Cal said, told him he's being insanely loud right now. Like, this is so dumb. DSP, dude, you literally woke your dumb fucking wife up while you were talking to your boyfriend. And he's like, why would he be up when she's asleep? I don't understand that. Why were you up when she was asleep? Like, this is really stupid. And as I said, just straight up unfair. Because everything he has been saying about Wings is stuff he does. It's so lazy.
Like, why don't you work when she's at work and then spend time with her when she's home?
Oh my god, dude, this is like really dumb. And like this is really like really obvious. He had these like talking points in mind because these talking points literally do not make sense. Oh my god, this face he's making is like pissing me off. I'm getting more angry looking at this expression. God damn it. But like he does talk about, oh, well, Wings doesn't stream a lot. He just stream more if he wants to make more money. So if he's not streaming a lot, then wouldn't that also mean that he's spending more time with his wife? Like, he's doing this shit, saying all this shit about Wings, when it's, like, factually not true. And he's like, acting as if Wings spends 0 time with his wife. They also stream together. They spend more time together than what we know of him and Kat. Every time you talk about Kat, it's like, oh yeah, she's playing a game, I'm on my phone. Like, he talked about doing mobile games while she's gaming on the downstairs TV. Like people have even, like, insinuated, like, the fact that, like, the downstairs TV basically became Kat's room says a lot about their situation. And especially when he's, like, talking to Wings on Discord while she's asleep. But he always hides behind, well, I knew this is my one chance, my one opportunity to talk to Wings. But I guarantee you, if there is a clip of Wings, like, talking to LTG, waking up Kelly, like, yeah, sure, that's, like, your only opportunity, but that's, like, a cop-out, man. You should really think about your wife before LTG. That's really stupid. Meanwhile, this dude, like, stopped everything to talk to Wings. Just to be like, yeah, Wings, I'm better than you. You should be more like me. And this is like, why are you spending time with your wife? How do you know he's not spending time with his wife? He's taking this one clip of him saying, yeah, I staying up all night. Not knowing why. And he's like, oh, is this because you're not spending time with your wife? Where did you get to that? What's the correlation?
That's what I do. When my wife is at work during the day, I'm streaming.
How do you know he's not streaming when Kelly's working? How does he know that? And how does he know he's not spending any time with his wife? Okay.
And then I spend time with her at night after I'm done with my work. Why is your schedule not coinciding with your wife's? Especially because you're home all day, every day. You're the one with the flexible schedule.
This is dumb. Like, oh my god, dude, this is like, it gets worse. It gets worse. Like everything with DSP, it gets worse the more you think about it. He also has flexibility with his schedule, and yet he always fucking bitches about, I don't have time with my wife. I don't have time with my wife. And then guess what? He's like flexing on Wings. I have time with my wife. So then why the fuck are you bitching? Why are you bitching about not spending enough time with your dumb fucking wife? Oh, I got it. It's not, he wants more time. So it's not that he's not seeing his wife, it's just he wants to spend more time with her. Like, this is so corny. Like, this dude is like, this dude, I doubt there's anything going on in the bedroom. But this dude almost talks as if he's a nymphomaniac almost. Like you'd almost think that this dude is like he does like, oh my god, I'm thinking about my wife all the time, like, whatever the fuck. Like what the fuck are you doing with your wife that you're like so dependent on her, on being with her? It's either like he's a nymphomaniac, which I fucking don't believe, or this dude is fucking like possessive of his own wife. like again, which may explain why she's like fucking like depressed and eating a lot more than he is. Like I don't know. It's so weird, man. And this dude is saying that but he bitches every day about how he can't stream, he can't be with his wife. I want to spend more time with my wife. And he's now bragging about spending more time with his wife than supposedly Wings, but he doesn't know what Wings does in his own free time.
Because like, even if I hit the donation goal, I'm so far behind this month, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, I would need to make hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But like,
So why do you think he's saying that?
Why do you think he's saying that? If you did that shit to him, he'd be like, I'm saying it because it's my business. What if Wings is saying that because that's his business, dude? He's just being transparent with his audience. He doesn't want to be fake like those other streamers. He took your advice, Phil. This is what being transparent looks like. Why is he upset? Why is DSP like I love that DSP is getting mad that Wings is being transparent and honest with his viewers. And he's like, why is he saying that? Why is he saying that? Like, there's no self-awareness, which makes like these reacts pointless. Like, you're not getting anything honest from Phil or anything genuine. There's no genuine, like, understanding or interesting or interestedness. He wants to portray himself as, like, oh, I'm giving him, like, I'm being fair. But he is taking everything he said face value and then just assuming the worst. Like, the fact he assumed that Wings is spending no time with his wife is kind of insane, because how would he know that? What part of that tells you he's not spending time with his wife? Like, well, like, what part of that? I stay up late at night. Oh, I need $100. First off, he's talking just, I know I'm not gonna hit the goal for Elden Ring, you know, whatever. But, you know, I'm behind on all these other streams. I would have to make hundreds of dollars to make up for it. Like, these are just statements that DSP, guess what? He would say the same shit. I'm behind. But guess what, guys? He wouldn't say the amount. That's the difference. But I would argue it's even worse. Because at least, like, Wings is kind of portraying it as if, like, he knows it's a pipe dream to, like, make up for those streams because he's hundreds and hundreds behind. But he did a Pokemon stream that made, like, $120. Like, no. It's the other way around. Like, he did a stream that didn't make enough money. It was Pragmata. He didn't make enough money on Pragmata, which was, like, over $100. He starts off Pokemon acting as if he's destitute, and he needs more money to make up for that, makes less than $150, and says, well, I guess that's not good, or whatever. It's not terrible, but whatever. Like, it's worse. It's worse. Like, why can't he just be happy with what he gets? And this guy is sitting there, like, mocking Wings or telling, oh, Wings is guilt-tripping his audience. Then why the fuck are you telling us, I would like you guys to make up for the other stream, guys? Like, shut up.
Why do you think he's saying that? Oh, I'm just saying it, right? No, he's like, there's no awareness that when he says that.
He's literally saying this because that's a perception of Wings and his trolls. He's saying this to get pity. You know, the same shit that people say about DSP, that DSP argues all the time, but he will always never agree to that. He will say, yeah, back then I was so bad at it, yeah, I agree, but now, I'm like, we're playing around, we're joking, it's a grift, it's a gag, and then he'd end it with a, now let's go to the part, and then do that whole fucking song and dance.
Says that is an appeal to his audience to try to give him more. He claims he doesn't e-beg. He has dignity, right? He's not like DSP. He's not going to sit there and e-beg all day. What do you think he's doing when he says that? When he mentions the $4,000 Disney World trip, when he mentions that he's way behind this month and he needs that support, he's e-begging. He doesn't say or think he is, but he is.
YouTube felt more alive when it was.
But I thought
Wild
begging
Wild
was
West.
alms
You
for
could
the
say
poor.
anything,
Remember when he used to
do
say that?
anything, and like there wasn't all council culture and all this other shit.
Council
like
culture.
it was fun. You didn't care if every video was like a success.
Back then, it was like they didn't care about a lot until like advertisers started getting flack, you know, and people started canceling like that, like hitting the advertisers. So then the money pulls out, which means they have to comply, etc. So it's really shitty. That's why like Kick is pretty good right now, but like they're adding ads soon, so it's gonna be.
Are they? I didn't even hear that. Did you guys hear that over on Kick? Apparently they're adding ads for you guys soon. Were you aware of
I bet DSP didn't know that, but I bet he's excited. He's low-key excited because that means he can push Kick subs even more. Oh my god, I can hear the begging segments now. Guys, you guys know there's ads now. Yeah. So like, if you don't want the ads, subscribe. Subscribe, guys. You don't want the ads, right? The ads. He's gonna say shit like that. Get ready. Get hyped.
aware of that? I didn't know about that.
Shouldn't you know you stream on the fucking
eventually.
website, dude? That's your job.
You told me that months ago, Dunsfelter. I think we had a brief
Hell
conversation about it,
No,
right?
my
Mr. Beast did on
God.
YouTube. I think PewDiePie did.
With the bridge incident?
Is the bridge incident when he busted the N-word out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. That's the scapegoat.
Nah.
That's the scapegoat that everyone blamed it on. What happened was
Oh my
The
god.
N-word out?
Yeah.
It's talking about
did.
With the bridge incident?
Oh.
Is the bridge incident when he busted the N-word out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's talking
Yeah,
about
then yeah.
PewDiePie.
no. That's the scapegoat. That's the scapegoat that everyone blamed it on.
Oh my god. It's kind of funny because first off, like, you could say like, oh, like that wasn't. I mean, I would say it's like that. It's not the only reason. It's just that people bring it up because, you know, that's what PewDiePie did, right? Like that he, you know, whatever. He was part of that issue, whatever. I wouldn't say it's a scapegoat because a scapegoat kind of implied that like they only blame him when they also blame like YouTube in general and all this other stuff. Like that's just whatever. Not really worth correcting on DSP's part,
What happened-
especially when DSP was like, dude, I kind of want to find where he wanted PewDiePie to apologize. Like, I want PewDiePie to apologize because what he did, he joined in on that bandwagon, and now he's like an enlightened piggy who's like, yeah, actually, it wasn't just him. Bitch, you fucking joined in and you said, yeah, he should apologize.
Happened was YouTube's algorithm was garbage, and it was divvying out ads to garbage slop content. People who were just standing there at a camera saying death to someone, like a group, like racist stuff, terrorism stuff. YouTube's algorithm was so awful, it didn't analyze the content of a video. It just slapped an ad on it. So these advertisers were putting ads and buying ad space, and it was just going into the void. No one's watching that content, so the advertisement doesn't have an effect. So the advertisers...
Oh my god, it's so wild to me that he thinks the advertisers are more upset with the ads not being seen than their ads being attached to like heinous content. Like, I mean, I guess you could argue that like would a corporation truly care? I mean, maybe not, whatever. But at the same time, like, I just think it's like, why would anyone want their shit to be on something that's heinous, right? Like I just think naturally you wouldn't want your ad to be part of this. Like, you know, there's that one clip, like, was it last year? No, we've been during the pandemic. Oh my god, there was like one clip where it was a CNN broadcast. They were showing like an attack. I must have been during the pandemic because I think this was during like Russia was attacking Ukraine or whatever, and you're seeing things like buildings explode and shit, and then it cuts to like an Arby's ad or whatever, and it became a meme. It was like insane. Like people are like, yeah, this is the state of like society now. Like, you're seeing a war break out and we're getting ads. Like, and do you think like that, like Arby's wants to be associated with that? Like, you know, there's that aspect of it. So, you know, whatever.
Just collectively said, our videos are not going on the right
But
content.
I just don't think that the ads just want their ads to be like part of content that's hateful. Like, That's why, like, there. This is a Mega 64 podcast story years ago because they had a friend of theirs that was on a radio show like years ago, and like they were talking, they were. He was leading into a Subway sponsor message, and he led in with like some marinara joke that was like really like. It was really like fucked up or like raunchy or whatever. And I think they lost the sponsor after that. It's like, yeah, okay, man, you can't like do this kind of joke with our stuff. And then I think like they either got talking to or that guy or the person like was dropped from the radio kind of thing. It was something like that, I think. But in general, like no ad wants to be associated with uh hateful content. Like I call me crazy. I just don't think like anyone wants to be associated. I don't think it has anything to do with nobody's watching this video. Why is my ad there? I think it's like, damn, I don't want our ads to be there.
Content?
Like because think about it. Why would PewDiePie be brought up? PewDiePie's a big streamer at the time. Yeah, nobody's watching PewDiePie. Why is our ads on PewDiePie's content?
Our ads are not going on the right content. So why are we paying for these ads? And they said, to hell with this. Our research says this is ineffective, and they pulled all the ads.
This is like the wrong.
They didn't pull the ads because PewDiePie said the N-word.
No,
that was the scapegoat for it.
Oh my god.
100%.
Whatever.
I think that PewDiePie was the scapegoat. He got thrown under the bus in that situation, and it was collectively that YouTube's actual programming doesn't work right.
Like you don't have to make PewDiePie the victim
said,
here.
what are we wasting
like,
money on here?
It wasn't like
and
the content was good.
Later, when YouTube
but whatever.
redesigned that algorithm, and then they proved to advertisers it worked again, that they actually came back.
It's not that they were better for me. It was just more fun when you could just speak your mind and not to worry about getting canceled every 2 fucking seconds. Page 5 is a wings fetish. Yay.
I don't even understand that meme because I hear that all the time in his content about page 5. I don't know what that means. People bring it up in his chat, his detractors. I don't even know what it means.
I think he knew.
I have no idea. I still don't know what it means.
About YouTube.
I have a feeling he knows what it is. Does anyone tell him?
Like I can understand people
Phil,
dislike me for my
it's
personality.
actually this.
That's fine, whatever. But like saying the same shit over and over again.
Whatever.
Over and over again. It's like, okay, get something new to hate me about, bud.
I totally get that. When people are still bringing up dumb shit that literally doesn't apply to anything anymore, mobile games. I don't play them and spend money on them. I don't. I haven't played WWE Champions in ages. I'm done with the game completely.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love him saying this, unaware of what he said during the 7 years that he lied about not playing it. Like, it's just insane. He's like not even acknowledging that part of it, where it's like he spent years during the time when he was playing it, assuring us he wasn't playing it, telling us the exact same script. No awareness of this. And he doubled down on like, yeah, I played it and this and that. When it's like, okay, no, people didn't like mock you for it because you were playing it and spending money on it. It was just that you were lying about it. But whatever.
If anything, how much everyone talked about it on the internet killed any enjoyment I got out of playing it, and I dropped it completely. I'm not doing that anymore.
Okay.
I'm just done with it, you know? Everyone constantly saying I'm e-begging all the time. I'm not. Do I e-beg? Of course I do. Nowhere near as much as I used to.
I don't e-beg, but I do. Oh my god, and then he's like, I don't do it as much as I used to. How do you know Wings does it all the time? He's watching clips of him doing it. There's, like, shut up, man.
I got much better at it, you know? People still believe these old stories about me, things that are completely untrue. We've already talked about the, you know, ex-girlfriend underage thing. That was always completely untrue. They still say it, though. It is frustrating that those things linger when there's literally no actual, you know, pertinence to today. Things change over time, but sadly the internet remembers. The internet doesn't forgive. The internet doesn't forget. The internet thinks that everything is eternal. So a mistake that you made 10 years ago, they still talk about like it happened yesterday. That, I can understand that sentiment 100%, right?
Well,
that
everyone can understand that, but okay, cool.
Dude, I remember when I first started coming back to YouTube when I got kicked off locale like a year ago. And like a couple guys wanted to like create a show with me and like make a 3-way split. I'm like, dog, there's not enough money over here for a 3-way split. It's like, like it, the little bit like that's.
Is he aware that how many people are successful on YouTube? What's he talking about? Is he under the
Oh my
impression there's
God.
no money to be made on YouTube?
No,
Dude, I made a full-time living.
he's not making. He just. Oh my God! Again, he's not listening to Wings. Wings said there's not enough money for a three-way split, meaning that the money that they would make on that show would not be enough to cover 3 hosts to split. He never said there's no money to be made. It's just that he wouldn't make enough to cover that.
Living on YouTube for many, many, many years. There's tons of money, but again, you have to work hard. That's the only way.
Yeah, that's it. Just
I
work
don't know.
hard.
There's just not
Like he
enough
keeps
money,
saying, work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard. Like it's kind of like stupid. Yeah, Wings never thought of working hard.
YouTube is my partner. That's it.
Thank you to Gangbang Style is back and
Yeah, gangbang style.
Good to
By the
have
way,
you
is
back.
Dr. Alexis. DSP told us in the Daily WAP last night after he played the fighting games, and he was excited when he saw him back. He was like, "Oh, the top contributor is back." He got so excited because Dr. Cook is back. He because they should remind him that he should get back on his leash. So they need to put his little leash back on. Dr. Alexis has escaped.
in fact, you're now the top sub gifter because you're. All right, let's finish up this clip, and then we'll probably wind down for the night. Do a little bit of maybe Q&A to end the night.
Q&A.
No, the thing with Local Live, dude. Like making your
Oh,
ass-
shocker. He's the last thing he's gonna listen to is him talking about Lolcow Live. The thing DSP wants to shit on all the time in weird ways.
like here's the problem I have with Local Live. I got 25% of everything, right? But like, let's do everything. Say you donated a $20 bill.
I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear the breakdown of his money on Laucal Live.
Wings, did that guy ever pay you for your t-shirt website?
I wanted to hear this. I wanted to hear about the surgery.
Oh.
So that's something you definitely wouldn't want to do again, right? Just for that.
Not unless it was absolutely necessity. And then, like even then, like what's the end of the rainbow? I'm gonna need skin removal surgery, which is even harder. I got 2 friends right now going through skin removal surgery that I made friends with during my procedure, that they lost all their weight and they're going into skin removal, and like they're terrified of it because skin removal has a 40% mortality rate. Like there's like a 60% chance you survive.
What?
The skin removal has a
where does he get his stats from? So he says this
Oh my
ridiculous
god.
thing about
Dude, this is kind of semantics level. Like he's just talking about something that's like, yeah, there's like a mortality rate to it. The mortality is estimated 1 in 10,000 to 1 in 13,000, making it generally safe. Like, whatever. I just think in general, like, he's just saying, yeah, there's a mortality rate. I mean, anything with a mortality rate is kind of scary for anyone, I guess. Secondly, like, I do think like, skin removal, he probably just doesn't want to do skin removal surgery because it's fucking, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not in that position.
Mortality rate with skin removal after weight loss. And then, of course, Lumix brings up the clip. He's like, or the point. He's like, no, not even close. Like, what are you talking about?
But where's
40%
No, I like
mortality.
that we're questioning where Wings gets his stats from, but where is Lumix getting it from? Because it only says cases primarily for, and then it isn't cut off, so that's not like a website or anything. Like, where is this from?
Like there's like a 60% chance you survive it.
I did not know that.
Well, it's a massive fucking wound. Like think about like taking like all this loose skin and just cutting you from one side of your body to another and then having it sewn together. If that stitch pops, you die before you get to the hospital. And that takes months to heal. That you're just down.
Oh my god, DSP! Dude, if the stitch pop, like he's talking about like, oh, if the stitch pops, like blood's gonna come out, you're gonna bleed out. I mean, that's what he's saying. That's why he said that. He's like, huh? What is that? Stitch pops out.
He thinks that the human body is just a bag. He doesn't understand that there's layers of sinew and muscle and things there that
Oh my god, dude, like he's so stupid. Dude, like he's fat, right? He has a huge body full of fat. How much muscle and fat is there? Like what are they removing? Oh my god, dude. He's, like what are you talking about?
hold you together. He actually thinks he's just a bag of skin.
If that's the case, then why would they need skin removal? Like, what are you talking about? He's talking about, like, because if you remove fat that's in the body, yeah, there's gonna be, like, a gap between, like, the body, like, assuming, because, like, whatever, okay.
And that he can pop like a grape.
No, he's talking about the stitch! Dude, stitches pop all the time! Like, a stitch can break. Like, that... Like, okay.
Okay, I think I've had enough.
That's where we're ended on. Wow.
I got to a point. The same thing happened earlier today with LTG. I got to a point. I can't watch anymore.
This is really stupid. This is really stupid because, like, why do you think they have skin removal? Like you realize that, like, the skin that's there once you remove the fat is gonna just hang there, right? Like that's why they get skin removal. Like I don't think DSP understands like the concept. Like yeah, it's not like a cartoon where whatever, but it's not like I mean I don't know. Like I'm not a fucking doctor either, but it's like I kind of don't think that like if you remove fat, like the fact that the skin removal is a surgery, like what do you think they're removing? Like there's all these other things about it, but whatever. Like. But DSP he's a fucking smart ass. I think I'm gonna end it here. I don't care for the Q&A segment. Is he live right now? Is he talking? No. But he's playing Mouse PI. Good morning, all. Okay, he is talking in chat though. Let's go to his actual channel. I'm just curious about. Oh, okay. It is his AI music. For some reason, I thought it was like quiet for a second. But let's do a little look at his little videos here. Look at these videos. It's over for real this time. DSP plays Crimson Desert Part 20 Final. I quit. I miss Final. F this. Like that was a classic title. This is bullshit. This is like baby mode. Like this is fucking kids WB bullshit. Oh, but look at these thumbnails. They're all garbage and slop. We got like catching Dratini breaks man baby DSP. Wow, hilarious. You got the Pragmata stuff. Oh my god, the Pragmata fucking thumbnails are like fucking. Oh god, it's so noisy visually. This stuff is kind of generic. I don't care. Oh, I made my face cam black and white. Isn't that cool, kids? Wow, hilarious. Oh, the horror. DSP plays Pragmata, and it's just him doing that. Like, wow, hilarious. Then we get this. We get him talking about fucking Quarterman. Man, and his take is so dumb. Like, because I like that he's like, oh, people are asking me to talk about this because I knew Kino Casino and I was on the interview for the Quarterman, but the reason why people are, I think, we're most likely asking him, well, it's twofold. First, that they probably think that they want him to like, kind of pick a side, like they want to see him like if he's gonna side with Kino Casino, Quartering, so that's kind of setting him up to not pick a side, so the people are giving him like a free fence. Secondly, he's been a victim to false strikes in the past, so they also think that he's gonna have an insight on the copyright strike system. But here's the thing: his take was dumb. I kind of want to do a video on it. Not gonna be this one because it's gonna be a long video. But it's a dumb take because it's basically him saying I don't even remember it, honestly. Like, if anything, he was saying, well, they want to get around this. Andy should get his channel unbanned. But the channel is run by someone else. And it doesn't like even like, and then the thing that bothers me, I don't know the nonsense that's going on with the quartering either. But like I've seen so many people talk about that, it's to the point where it's like, yeah, I don't think the quarterman's an innocent guy, and all this other shit. Like, but I don't know the situation, so I wouldn't do a video on it. So I guess my video in short would be like, DSP doesn't even know or even care for the situation, and he's like, oh, like whatever, and it always comes down to, oh, well, you know what, guys, you shouldn't you should ignore drama. But what if like the quartering thinks what they're doing is like heinous and he wants them to stop doing it? Like, yeah, it's a Streisand effect, but a lot of people I've seen in unison kind of say is that the way that like the quartering is like kind of using YouTube to silence people from like just talking about it, it is kind of shitty and fucked up. Like it's just whatever. Maybe I should look into it when I do the video. Maybe I'll probably. Why not? I'll get. You know what? I will get informed, and then I can tell you how dumb DSP is. It would be a funny video. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But it's such a dumb video. Then he did like clickbaited it too, and it's so funny. He didn't want to talk about this this either. He was like, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Then he talks about it. And then he talks about how he may do more drama video in the future. So like, so like, it's all nonsense. We're kind of regressing back to the Kino arc when you think about it, because he did the same shit. Talk about drama and clips it out. And that's what we're doing. We're slowly going back to the Kino arc without the Kino. And it's actually, I would say it's going to be worse and more sparse. Like, it's not going to be as, like, coordinated or frequent. But it's going to happen a little bit more, and it's going to be, like, this kind of, like, level of cringe. Because, like, let's look a little bit at this.
Quartering.
Isn't this
quartering.
Wow, and I love the added
weeks, people keep coming by my streams
into
and
the mic.
Politics. He is very conservative, okay, and deals in those circles. He always does other content things, okay? The reason that people associate that with me is because many years ago, he did an interview with me at a time when I hadn't done any interviews, okay? A lot
Oh my god,
of people say that he gave me a soft...
What the fuck?
The reason that people associate that with me is because many years ago, he did an interview with me at a time when I hadn't done any interviews, okay? A lot of people...
Why did he re-add the clip? Like, he showed the clip, went back to modern day, then went back to the clip. And it was also him doing this. It's like a sleeper code. It's like a code. Like a sleeper agent saw this, they got awakened. Like, oh fuck.
A lot of people say that he gave me a softball interview.
Yeah, it was soft. I was like, Phil, do you think stealing from kids is bad? And he's like, yeah, man, it's bad. Wow, man, brave.
To this day, you know, when I think about it, it's like it was more of a chill conversation. Sure.
Okay.
It also wasn't that long. What was it, like? That side, people associate that with me. On the other side, the quartering is feuding with Kino Casino. All right? Kino Casino, everyone knows the association that I've had with them, that I worked with them for about 8...
Look at this hair. Like, dude, the hair looks... It looks so funny on him. It looks like a fucking toupee. Like, he was doing a bit like he was trying to get a pompadour going.
8 months, and then we had a falling out, a big public thing, and basically in the last
it's like
year,
a
they made
made-up
endless amounts of content about me,
cosplay
while I have
wig.
completely ignored their existence, except for the fact when you guys bring it up in my chat, and I'll briefly say, haha, and then we move on. It's not a big deal, right? I'm doing good. I don't, you know, care about that shit because I've moved on, and I'm doing very well for myself. Smashing each other's heads against each other. All right.
Okay. So, yeah, we don't need to see the whole thing, but... Wait, we go back to there? I want to...
Guy who owns Kiwi Farms. So maybe he talked to Josh Moon, I guess, because the private stuff about his family was on Kiwi Farms or something. I don't know. I mean, I had the conversation with Josh Moon.
Some of these clips, I don't know, man. These clips are weird as fuck, and it almost seems bad faith because this guy reads as a punchline.
And we got nowhere. Like, essentially, Josh is of the impression that everything and anything can be on Kiwi Farms, and there's no absolute, limit to it whatsoever. He thinks that Kiwi Farms is the best website on the internet.
Did Kiwi Farm say this? Did Josh even say that? I don't think he said that. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he is deluded, but I don't recall, because I feel like people would make fun of him for that. Because imagine saying, yeah, Kiwi Farms is the best site ever. Like, I don't know if he would say that.
He's nuts. I mean, to be frank with it.
He's nuts. He's so buttered that, like, that he's not taking down the shit with, like, Kat and his sister, which is, like, whatever. People have a lot of, like, opinions on Kiwi Farms, and that's that. But whatever, okay. So there's that. Let's, No, we're not doing that. Let's go back to Raw Phil. Alright, he still hasn't talked. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Let's play the outro music. Guys, get hyped. This is epic music. Yeah, okay. Let's go full screen for this one. Alright, that's it. See you next time. Bye!